Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Where the hell Garbage Gamer go?
Garbage, are you still here?
I think he's still here. It still shows 4.
We're supposed to switch, and then it's been a black.
I think everybody should reload, including me right now.
What? No, don't.
Oh.
Okay, he didn't. Good. God damn it. I got the layout all figured out. Don't ruin it. Nobody move.
That was so good.
But I can't see Eric.
I can't hear him either.
I can't hear him either, or see him, or feel him, or beat him, or taste him, or smell him. Or remove his skin and wear it and be him. And thank you, Chelsea, for the host. Much appreciated and obliged.
Wow! You're an idiot!
Thanks, JL.
And
Thanks.
And D large for the bits. Thanks for that.
And D large for the bits. Filling up the jar with some pyramid action. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. So, how's everybody doing this week?
I'm meh.
Okay. That's
It's
about
better than last week.
Yeah,
Just,
I'm a little stressed, a little anxious, but
Actually, it wasn't better than last week.
it's getting to the end of the month, and that's normal.
Yesterday was the worst, but you know.
This month in particular, I'm a little more stressed and a little more anxious because Halloween season's right around the corner, and I don't have any videos ready. So it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be a busy couple of weeks, actually.
Eric's back.
Welcome back, the gamer of garbage.
I just noticed earlier
the game
before we went live,
there we go.
before Sean was in here, that they allowed screen broadcasting again instead of making it a premium feature.
Hmm.
So that's why I was doing that. I was talking with it.
Nice.
Well, apparently it also borked cast completely.
Ah.
So,
You have to restart.
so they re-released the feature and
Here
then
we
broke
go.
it.
Smackdown bringing a boom.
It's under. It's under.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the boom? Where's the boom? Where's the boom? Where is it? There it is! Boom! 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 Yeah. That's what I like to see, and then immediately refills. Smackdown has it down to a science, man. He booms the
right?
jar and then refills it immediately.
He actually filled it some, then boomed it, and then refilled it.
Correct.
He
He is a
filled
master
it up,
of
boomed
the
it,
boom.
filled.
Boom master.
Here comes the boom.
That's right. Yeah, so a little stressed, because, you know, I want to get stuff done and haven't been doing stuff because I've been stressed. And thus the vicious cycle continues. But I did get some videos filmed this week. Was working on some more update videos. I have like 15 update videos and filmed, and holy shit, going Super Saiyan with the hype train! Hype train! Holy crap, Cyber6 just dropped a whole bunch of gift subs on everybody. Here it goes.
He's drink. Don't forget. He said he's drink.
Here it goes. He
So for
is
anyone who doesn't know, on our
drink.
Discord about a week ago,
So apparently Cyber6 gets really generous when he is drink.
but like so to give the context of that Discord joke,
Yes.
is a week ago before S9, he said I'm drink in general chat
Okay.
instead of I'm drunk. I took a
Yeah.
screenshot, and so it says Cyber6 I'm drink.
Oh!
And then I pinned that shit. Like,
I am Daft Punk with rainbows.
you're definitely daft.
Yeah.
No, wait,
well,
what?
Yes.
And a punk, actually. Wait a minute.
Holy moly, we just hit level 1 in like a matter of seconds. Holy
Damn.
shit, Cyber6.
Damn, Cyber6.
100% level 1 on the hype train. Damn. This is going to put us well on the way to level 2 as well. Holy crap. It just keeps going. The train keeps rolling. I am just getting bombarded with stuff all over my face.
Woo!
There it goes.
Say he's taking it all in the face.
And some more bits from Razorwire Ryan, Sean322, and Manic Prime. He says, I am not drink, I am manic. Arr, I'm a pirate. Apparently today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, by the way. Maybe we should do SNI in all pirate speak. Arr, me buckos. We be talking about collecting.
to actually hold the Top of the Pirate Day pirate
Hold it.
celebration every fucking year.
Be
There's
sure
a
to.
place in Fort Wainimi called Pirates Grub and Grog, and we used to go and have a big pirates feast.
Be
That's
sure.
the pirates and shit.
Be sure to check out the pickups later to see what new booty we've got this week. Thanks for stomping all over my joke. I wasn't done yet. Anyway.
I didn't stomp on it. I pirated your joke. I boarded your joke. And made my own joke.
Oh,
There we go.
That's
I boarded
like
your joke to tell my story.
that is the most perfect comeback. I love you.
You know.
Oh, here we go, Major Matoko.
Pirate Day. What do you expect?
Major Matoko dropping some row bits with the mid-row bit boom and some more row bits and another boom.
Yes.
Boom.
You were wearing a samurai helmet doing pirate talk, which is
Boom.
great.
Perfect. And now I have a table on my head.
You know what's funny? You
An
can put
elf
that
head
filter
desking.
on. You can set the same filter that you have on there. You can set it up on the window capture that we're on, and we can all get hats too. I think if you do.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It'll choose one of us. I think.
Whoa, Analog
only
says
go to one
fuck you.
One of us will get a hat. I should say. One can fight over the hat. Like, no, me.
It'll probably just freak out and just start running all over the
The
screen.
That would be
donos,
great.
the donos don't affect the hype train, but they do affect my donation goal. So thank you very much for that one, Analog.
He loves to pay bills.
Analog Smackdown dropping some more bits. We're at 29% of level 2 already. This is going. I've never seen a hype train go this fast before. This is madness. Madness.
I wish I could get. Oh wait, hold on. Can I buy? How many? Can I get bits?
It's craziness.
Get bits.
Yeah, I know it needs. I think with the hype train, it needs to be
Give me
100 or
100
more.
bits.
It needs to be 100 bits. Yeah.
Complete this purchase.
And subs and gift subs. Bits, subs,
I
and
will
gift
pay
subs.
$1.50 right now
Does
because I want some things.
I want some action.
It's not gonna be a lot of bits.
Oh, there you go. It's full. Jar's full again.
Right. Okay, here it comes. How do
There
I
we
do
go.
100 bit?
Skinslip's gonna try to drop the boom. Oh, I think Analog beat you to it. He's got the boom coming.
No!
Oh,
Fucking
boom!
piece of shit.
That's okay.
You rotten piece
There's
of
still
shit.
lots left. There's still lots left. You can boom the rest of it.
Ah, there it is.
There we go.
All right, I feel better. I participated because I want my fucking emote. Damn it.
Hell yeah.
In your face. Fuck you, Analog Man. Don't make me time you out, bitch. I will.
Oh, there we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. I was wondering, where the hell is it? There it is. Just takes a little bit to go through the system
The boom
when there's that
always
much
comes.
stuff happening all at once. Here it comes.
Boom. Here comes. Boom.
Where the hell is it? Where's the boom?
Oh my god!
The central scrutinizer just subscribed.
Cyber Six's drink.
Oh, here it is. We got like everything dropping all at once. Holy crap. Look at this. Oh my god, it's just an avalanche. We're at 66% on level 2 of the
Everywhere.
hype train.
Holy shit.
I am a nutcracker. Look at me. Yes. Oh, deal with it. I'm a nutcracker,
This is the
motherfucker.
worst. Oh my god.
I should be drunk.
I am a nutcracker. This is how nutcrackers
Howdy,
sound
folks.
now.
Text coming at you again. We're just looking at all the subscription booms for the hype train, and it's pretty exciting stuff here. And oh, I'm surrounded by love.
Yeah.
Wrecker Hour's nutsack tipped $5.
Unbelievable. This guy says he's a Star Wars fan, but he doesn't even
Thank you. Quite
Those
an
are the
experience
best
to live in
ones.
fear of my
How
balls,
can you call
isn't it?
yourself a real Star Wars fan if you don't have the original?
Holy
You definitely fear
shit.
looking at your balls again, that's for sure.
Wow. Oh.
Oh man.
I have apparently
I got a
collected
cute little frog.
all of the level
Yay.
1 emotes.
I got a cute gay hype frog. I love it.
Excellent. Hype train. Where's the hype train ones?
Where
Gotta
the
find
fuck
them
is
here.
it?
There
Where's
they
my
are.
map? Where the hell is it? Streamer love.
Apparently I
stream
have all
five.
of the level 1 emotes. That's it. There's no
There it
more
is.
for me. But you guys get some. Holy moly. That was awesome, guys.
Gay frog. There's the gay frog.
That was awesome. You got the gay frog? Where's the gay frog? I don't see a gay frog.
Gay frog wings on the frog, bro.
It's right next to the apple.
right? My name's Skinslip. It's right there. It's like
What?
1049.
Oh, that one, the
Scroll-
hype frog. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
my gay frog, bro.
Gotcha. They're turning the
Funny-
frogs gay.
The funny thing is, I say bro and dude more now after I've started transitioning. I say bro more now than I ever did before.
We didn't put the cooldown to 0 seconds on the sound alerts. Okay, well, let me fix that so we can be bombarded by sound alerts.
Yeah, that seems like one of those things that's just like the majority of the world is just like, yeah, okay.
You need to tell me this before the hype train, not right as it ends. Just
I
saying.
know, right? I got an emote for $1. I fuck you, Amazon.
0
Oh, I guess.
seconds cooldown on the sound alerts. I expect to hear so many sound alerts this week.
Oh shit!
All in deference to
Holy
all the
shit.
people who hate them.
Number 6, your drink still.
Whoa! Holy
oh my
crap.
God.
Just an avalanche.
Alright.
This has actually been a crazy month for subs. It's September here on Twitch, which means that first-time subscribers and I think gift subs get like 20% off or something. It's like stupidly cheap to subscribe. And I've hit like, I can't give you exact numbers, but suffice to say, this has been an all-time record for subscriptions on my Twitch channel. It's crazy. It's madness.
The next person who donates 5 or more subs, I will do another bong load right now. I'm loading it up.
Sadly, it's impossible right now to start back up the hype train.
It is, yeah. There's like an hour cooldown or 2 hour cooldown, something like that.
But
We could do it again
it's
later.
still very much.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. This all goes towards next month's bills, so thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate all the madness. I super like you guys, too. You guys are awesome. I super duper
I
like
them
you.
to not freak out about
Super duper.
bills.
Sean is tasty.
They should be fucking with,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to lick me? Taste
Oh,
my
no. Oh,
delicious
Lord.
cream?
Bonk, 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 let a horny tail.
Oh, holy shit, Cyber 6. You are not messing around, dude. It's actually a good day to be doing that, too, because a lot of times we have people in here who want to give out gift subs, but everybody in here is already subbed. But SNI Day is great because we get more people than usual, and probably a lot of them aren't subbed. So for those of you who are getting subbed for the first time, what you get with that is you get all kinds of silly emotes of my face that you can use for whatever nefarious purposes you want here on Twitch.
ugly face.
There you go. So all kinds of goofy Zaranyzerak faces making goofy expressions that you can do while you're here. And subscribe. Oh, I'm surrounded by puppies. And I am pretending to be one of them. Nah, they will never know that I am not actually a doggo. And I tinfoil hat because, I infiltrate the doggos because they're secretly trying to control all of our minds and the world. So I thought I
Got
should
the
probably
bong, brother.
infiltrate their
Come
ranks and
first,
try
gang.
to
packing
overthrow
that
their
house.
doggy regime. And they're turning the frogs gay. Okay, there we go. The tinfoil hat was still on. I had to keep conspiracy theorizing. And welcome back, 007. Yeah, my dog controls me on walks. Yes, well, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes.
I hope we got some friends from Twitter here.
Me
Got a lot of
too.
retweets on my thing.
Hello, Skinslip's Twitter friends, if you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, gift
Oh,
subs. 25 gift subs from Cyber 6. I think it was all today, too. That's madness. Madness!
So kind.
Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome.
The
You rock.
kindness.
The kindness.
Oh, boy.
Amazingly enough, it's
The
not
generous itty.
Generous City.
Generous city.
That's where
Oh,
all the genre movies come from, right?
Generosity.
generous city.
Well, yeah, genre is actually supposed to be an insult.
Really? Ah!
What the fuck?
Thank you. Now that we're all
Now I
deaf.
am deaf.
Now the audience is deaf.
That's my favorite joke from the Tiny Toon Adventure Summer
What?
movie.
The stream thingy at the bottom. Oh yeah, you're the stream boss right now, Analog. Yeah, so I think you were the last one to contribute
yeah.
some stuff.
They spelled his name right. Excellent. The anal logman.
The
anal logman.
the anal logman. We call we call him the anal OG man.
There you go, the anal OG man. Hell yeah.
I kind of like the anal log man.
The anal OG. That's right.
And the log man.
Or the anal log man is that's good too.
Anal log man. Anal OG man. Oh my God.
What was that one? Anal logic.
Anal logic.
Anal logic. Oh.
That sounds about right too. Yeah. That's right. Dylan is Analog Man. He's the stream boss for now. But it looks like he took a lot of damage in that last round of generosity. Holy shit.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
There's so many
Chat,
people
be
that
honest.
make that reference, and I guarantee you half of them have no idea where that comes from.
I had to have it explained to me. Actually, Luke, Razorwire Ryan, was using that joke, and he explained it to me, and then he found the clip.
It's the flex tape demonstration of him.
That's a
violently
lot of
stabbing-
damage.
He's violently stabbing the bottom of a plastic bucket with a big knife.
Yes.
And he's just like, that's a lot of damage.
Let's do some more. Now that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It was originally, it was made popular by JonTron's video, actually.
Yeah.
Phil Swift, that's the guy's name.
Oh, okay. So he did a
Mr. Flex
some
Tape.
shtick about it.
I saw this boat in half.
He did like 3 videos actually.
Oh, yeah, I
and
saw this boat in half.
Ah, great.
I
lot of
saw the
parodies.
boat in half.
I love all the flex tape.
It is on the soundboard, yes.
Memes of the guy with the fucking tape just slapping the thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my favorite meme is my mental health is the giant vat, right?
Yeah.
And then
The
the tape, the flex seal is another bong hit. That's my mental health. The only way to pack it, another bong hit, another bong hit. That's it. One of my favorite fucking memes.
Yeah, if there's ever,
Yes.
you ever want to watch a good set of JonTron videos, they're the I think it's the trilogy of videos he did about flex tape. Because the last one he actually got Phil Swift to be in his video.
Nice.
That's it's fucking hilarious. He plays in like the god of sealing.
Holy shit, there it goes.
Oh my god, here it goes. One after another.
Oh boy.
And that was the week the news took 3 hours to get through.
Wait,
So glad I
was
don't
there
Wait,
no
we
cooldown
haven't even started
anymore?
yet.
Is there no cooldown anymore?
No, I took it off. No cooldown. Zero
I
cooldown.
have
Oh,
a question
poggers.
for chat though.
So come on, guys. You want to pay the troll tax? Now's your moment. You can just unleash soundboard hell upon us.
Now that there's like almost 50 people in here, I just want to ask chat. Would you actually? I know one person in here does have an interest in this.
Uh-huh.
Roland.
That's a
But
cool
would
shirt.
you
Yes.
guys actually
Very
be
cool.
interested in seeing us play Among Us together?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody keeps bugging
Only
me about
$5.
that.
Because I know
That would-
Roland
But I'm-
wants to see it,
but I'll
I don't
only-
know if
I'll-
anybody
I
else
Like
wants
I will only play it if it's with these weirdos. So
I would down to play. It's $5 a status to buy my copy.
$5.
Status to buy my
Wade
copy. He
says
knows I
yes.
actually don't have money.
Stewie says yes. 007 says he'd watch us play anything together. Blade says yes.
D Large is very excited
Well,
to saying let's play
Iceman
Among
says
Us.
yes. D Large is like losing his mind. Chelsea says yes. Manic Prime says yes.
Yeah, D Large is like having an orgasm. It's so weird.
As long as Z is not the imposter, well, I mean,
Well, I mean, he might. It's not his choice.
it's
At some point, it's
random.
gonna happen. I mean,
You know, the likelihood of him being the imposter is probably high.
well, it's probably the same as everybody else, I would assume. But
But what we see now, we need more than 4 people, so we should get some regulars to join us.
I was just gonna say the game wouldn't be
we
very
could do
fun
that,
with
yeah.
4 of us.
8 people. I mean,
We
we
need, like,
only people who are
oh
subscribed.
yeah, there you go.
Regulars,
Carlatin put up a poll. Would you like them to see them play Among Us?
Carlatin, you have to come play with us. No, I'm serious. You never do anything else except this awesome shit here in the chat. You should come play with us.
Man, could be Michelle. Could be.
We could get.
Michelle went to bed.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody I play Fortnite in with would be willing to jump into that,
exactly.
as long as they have the game.
Absolutely.
Basically, the game it's like a murder mystery. It's kind of structured similarly to the Friday the 13th game, where
Like Werewolf Mafia.
yeah, except this time, so basically you have, I don't know, 6 people or whatever, and one of them is secretly the killer. So it's not like Friday the 13th where you know.
Or 2.
Or 2, yeah. So it's not like Friday the 13th where you know who the killer is, that it's Jason, he's coming to get you. Hold on. So the whole fun of it is trying to figure out which one is the killer and try to escape, either, I guess kill the killer or escape the station by repairing a spaceship. So it's a similar idea. However, you don't know who the killer is. That's why it's called Among Us. So it's like there's a killer among us. We don't know who it is. The person who is the killer knows. So for them, the challenge is to secretly kill all of you without the others finding out that you're the killer. So
it's like Thing. It's like the Thing.
It's like the Thing. That's actually good. Yeah.
Nobody trusts anybody anymore. That's the name of the title of the stream, I think, right there.
Nobody trusts anybody. I love it. I love it. Yes, that's beautiful.
And then we should all play characters. No, I'm kidding.
I'm McCready, I'm Childs, and yeah. Blair, and Copper, Windows,
I need to go
Palmer,
watch the movie again to
Norris.
remember the characters.
Yeah, I got it. Which character am I playing? No,
It's funny.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah.
Halloween.
What?
Right there.
What's
you just cut
that?
out like crazy.
I said it's funny. I really set this aside to watch this year.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
fuck yeah, we're watching that shit, dude. Of course.
Always a good time
I
to
was
watch
actually
the
gonna probably
Thing.
make us watch that tomorrow. I'm in the mood to watch that. That and The Fog. Two really
Hell
good
yeah.
movies. Those are the two I really want to watch right now. Fog and The Thing. I'm just getting such a mood for those two things.
Okay, so the Thing board game, apparently, Roth was saying, is operates under a similar premise.
The Thing board game is like the movie, but it's a board game. But there's a social game called Mafia, also known Werewolf, where everyone closes their eyes, a werewolf is chosen by the moderator.
Okay,
and
it's the
they-
same.
Yeah, and they choose a victim, and then that person dies.
Yep. It's very evil, indeed.
Saying that.
So evil. Evil among us. There's someone evil among us, committing evil acts of evil.
Jack, you're lucky you're cute.
It's okay, they got the gist of what you were saying. There's a werewolf game with a similar premise, too.
Yeah, and then there's
yeah.
a night phase. The werewolf kills someone. They wake up. The town people have to decide who the hell the
Oh,
werewolf is.
I like
They
that
rape
idea.
Somebody.
I like
It's
that.
same thing. In this case, someone gets killed in the night phase. But when the night phase, we're all doing things, right?
Yeah.
They're doing things around the spaceship, and then there's a voting phase, and we vote to launch someone into space or into lava, depending on the level. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's like you can detect the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
if there's
the
a body.
round doesn't end until someone says they spotted a dead body. The signs of dead
Yeah,
body.
that's the thing. The round,
Okay.
the round doesn't end at all. Yeah, it just keeps going and going until
And the
say
killer can kill
someone.
more than one person if they get people alone. And not
Oh yeah, yeah. You can
I
get it.
saw
to
someone
where-
kill 4 people in one round once to win the game.
Nice.
Just whoop, 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 and then they wait till the other person came by and whoop, done.
Wow. That's
brutal.
cool.
Let's do a blood test.
Yeah, right. I had a feeling
Yeah,
you'd
we'll
say
play
that, Gary. That's why we're going to do you last. Oh, my God. Yep, I have created this hell myself. I did this to myself.
He's like, I appreciate.
This is entirely my fault, and I accept full blame.
You're lucky I'm stoned.
Thank you for your generosity,
Shame,
you trolly bastards.
shame.
Naughty. That means naughty, by the way.
Oh my God. Wow. Back
You
to
did
back.
Actually, Carlton, you
Holy
did it.
moly.
Fucking Brent brought this up.
Whoa, 007, dude.
Hey!
I'll wait for the evil to stop and thank you properly.
No, dude.
I really need to make evil more expensive. Anyway, thank you 007 for the dono there. Brought us up to 42% on the donation goal. Really appreciate that, dude. Hard drive and rent, both very important things. Rent for, living, and hard drive for the month ahead and all the shit ton of videos I want to be working on. So, for you guys to enjoy. So, what was I saying? Oh, I started to say earlier. I've got like 15, 15 videos filmed currently. Combination of package openings and update videos, mostly update videos. And I've got 12 more planned that I'm working on, and more update videos. Basically, I let the update videos slide to the point where I've got literally a year's worth of updates almost to do videos about. So, no, I didn't buy all of these things in 1 month. I'm not crazy or rich, but it's just taken me this long to get off my lazy butt and film the update videos. So expect a lot of those in the months ahead. I'm going to stagger them. I'm not gonna post all of them at once. So you'll have a steady flow of them for a little while. So it'll be about 27, 28 update videos with a few package openings in the mix too.
If anybody tries to blame you, let me know so that I can go on your fucking comment section and rip them an asshole, because it's 2020, all right?
Yeah.
Give the guy a...
This world is hell. Fuck off. Also,
Exactly.
please tell us and don't delete it so we can go harass that person with.
Oh, I won't delete them.
In the ROM.
I won't. I'll leave them there
Also,
so you
you're
can
wrong.
destroy them.
Harassing shot is our job.
Yeah.
We're his friends.
That's right.
what
We have the pass. We have the harass
right.
on hall pass, alright?
That's right.
We earned that shit.
The white card. Carte
Oh,
blanche.
shit!
Oh, 666.
Nice.
Welcome to the most favorable number ever.
Hail Satan!
Thank you so much.
Hail Stan.
Thank you so much, Major Motoko.
Hail.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love hail.
Thank you,
Santa.
Satan. Thank
Hail
you.
Santa.
Hail Satan.
Our dark overlord. He is good to us.
I just combined Satan
Overlord
and Santa. And Saturn, apparently.
Santa? Santa?
I went Satan. I said Satan.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know. Satan.
Getting the hard drive will definitely help motivation. Absolutely. I agree. I think it will help immensely. Because,
You'll have a fucking stream.
partly because, see, this is the way my brain works. And it's like this with my collection as well. Like, I hate seeing empty space on the shelf. So I'm like, shit, I need to buy more movies to fill up that space, and the shelf will look more impressive. So, yeah. So I was so happy when I bought all the Doctor Who DVDs, and they perfectly filled up 3 shelves for the entire collection, like without space for a single DVD more. Like, it was glorious. So, with hard drive space, it's like, shit, I have all this space. I need to make more videos so I can fill up this space. So it will be a motivator. It will literally be a motivator, because it will be taking advantage of my broken brain and like way I look at things to make me be productive, just to fill up the damn hard drive. So
You are neurodivergent. You are not broken, my
yeah,
friend.
thank you.
Love yourself.
But see, for me, it's harnessing those quirks and trying anyway to turn them into something positive.
And understanding
It doesn't
that you
always
can't
work.
always fight them.
But
You
the
have to
effort
just
is there.
accept them sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
one of
okay.
the things I've learned
Trying
in
to be
the
more
past few
positive.
years.
Yes.
One of the things I've learned in the past
I
few
know.
years is that it's not easy to love
Oh!
somebody who has.
Holy crap, Duncan!
Oh shit!
He says,
God
I found
damn.
change. I got a refund from something yesterday. Wow, well, perfect timing. Thanks for
Thank you.
sharing some of the refund with me. We have passed
You guys
halfway. We passed halfway on the goal, folks. 51%. Holy shit.
You made
guys
more tonight
rock.
than you did on.
You
made
rock.
more tonight than you did on the marathon yesterday, didn't you?
I am very... Actually, it's... I think we've already hit
Well,
more than we
wait,
did on the
you came
marathon
close.
yesterday.
I thought you
Yeah.
got a lot of donations. tonight.
Combined
Yeah.
with everything, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking subs.
It's about-
There's 25 subs.
It's about the same, I think, as what the marathon was yesterday at the moment.
At
So...
the moment. Well, by the end of the night, you should.
And yes, Major Motoko, I am very aware that Fury from the Deep is out. I'm trying to find the Steel Book, because I have the Steel Books of all the other animated adaptations, and I kind of want to keep the collection consistent. But of
I can feel
course,
that.
the Steel Book sold out everywhere instantly. So I'm waiting to see if maybe Rare Waves gets it in because they've got the other ones in before. So, but they usually get them in like a month or so later. So keeping my fingers crossed, hoping, and we'll see.
I'm similarly. Vinegar Syndrome just announced their new titles, and in it they had 2 VSA titles. I have all the VSA titles. I can't miss these 2. So I bought 2 movies I technically couldn't afford.
Collector's obsessions.
And canceled some other things that I was going to get.
This is how much I'm prioritizing right now. I had in my cart the Kino Lorber releases of the 2 Peter Cushing Doctor Who movies on Blu-ray. I actually placed the order because they were temporarily out of stock on Amazon.ca. The order had not gone through yet. They haven't come back in stock yet. I canceled it when I put up the new donation goal. I was like, you know what? That's going to be like $55 that I could put towards the hard drive instead. I can get these Blu-rays later. They're going to come back. So
those aren't going to be limited.
No, they're not limited. They're fine.
Yeah.
They'll
Plus,
keep them out. But
there's a likelihood me and Sal just grab them for you, and the next when they go on one of those sales, and then just pay us back.
Well, that's a possibility too. Well, keep me posted.
We do those sales every now and then. Well, we did. I mean,
keep me posted if that's a thing that's happening. If I haven't bought them already, but
so
yeah.
What I was gonna say,
the one I did get.
Before I got.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you again. The one I did get was the Power of the Daleks Special Edition, because those animated ones tend to disappear, and they're not as high profile, so they don't tend to be on the priority for re-releases. So I didn't want to miss out on that. Sounds like an awesome second go at the animated reconstruction of
Ariel sales
story.
October 12th. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I'm never gonna get this out.
Sadly, the special edition has no steelbook. That kind of annoyed me. But
what, Stout?
At least I got it. It's on its way.
Like
Rare Waves again. Rare Waves to the rescue
talk
again.
Over him at this point. Fuck's sake.
See, the original release of Power of the Daleks was a steelbook.
I wish I could mute him. I really wish I could mute him. Because now his information is pointless. I'm talking over his information.
All right, go Stout. Go Stout. I'm done.
Well, I was gonna say that
the Cushing films were wonderful, Michael. You shut your whore mouth. Anyway, sorry. Go Stout.
It's really hard to love somebody when you know when they have a mental illness, right?
Yes.
But when you understand that a mental illness means that somebody doesn't really have control over what's happening to them or the way that they're reacting, and that maybe they don't necessarily intend to be an asshole, but it's literally their mental illness.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's easier to empathize once you understand what it's like to actually live with your own mental illness.
And
so it's like
we're all
I found
different.
The past few years that I've been like, I understand that this is a problem this person has. I still care about them deeply, because it's like, even though they have that problem and it makes them annoying sometimes, I'm actually not talking about anybody here right now, but even though they have that problem, it's like, that doesn't make them a bad person. It just means they have a problem, and they, in this case, what I'm thinking of, have acknowledged it and want to do something about it.
Yes.
But the world we live in right now is so fucked that they can't do anything about it because lack of health care, mental health care, and shit like that, and the stigmas and faux pas about it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
the two things you can do is be mindful. Hard. And then the thing that you can do is be mindful. Oftentimes you can stop yourself from those things, but hard to be mindful. Yeah. The other thing is take accountability when you do fuck up. When you yell at somebody, apologize.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Or when you snap at somebody, apologize. He's like, oh yeah, I fucked up. Sorry.
That's something if you guys watch the pre-show. If you watch the pre-show, I came on very cranky and I was snapping at literally everybody, and I apologized several times because I was aware that I was doing that, and
that's part about being mindful. It's not that you could stop it, it's that you're able to go, oh shit, I'm being an asshole, I need to stop. And then you don't still stop it necessarily, but you at least you can apologize
exactly. As you say, you take accountability, and that's important, and that's something a lot of people don't do, and they just kind of leave it hanging in the air. And
someone says you're being an asshole, and they're just apologize, like shit. Yeah. Like, dude, they don't deserve this. I'm sorry.
We're all unique and beautiful snowflakes.
one thing
We're all
I had a
different.
really rough therapy appointment this week, but like,
Yeah.
the one thing we talked about is like demeaning yourself in your speech, saying you're dumb, you're an idiot, or you're broken. That stuff's actually like you wouldn't let anyone else talk about you like that. You wouldn't let your friends wouldn't let you talk anyone talk about you like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let anyone talk to you about like that. So why do you let you talk about?
Why you talk about yourself like that? Yeah, yeah.
It's something, and you did that earlier. It's something I struggle with is calling myself an idiot or I'm
Yeah.
dumb. I'll say it flippantly, but
Yeah.
I'm not dumb. I just made a mistake or whatever, you know.
Yeah, see, like I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember even specifically what I said. Like that's how.
Right. No,
Like,
and like it wasn't like
it just
something
slipped
you
out.
said. You're a broken brain. Like, you're
That's
not
what it
fucking
was.
broken.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just neurodivergent. It's okay.
I just noticed that fucking
It's
Edgar
about-
Allan Poe picture is slightly misaligned, and I can see a bit of the other camera behind it.
Yes, you can. I didn't say anything to
You're
anyone notice. I
There we
noticed
go.
about 2 minutes ago.
I got it.
So.
Ah!
I was like,
That's it. We got to start the whole show over now. It's broken.
shit.
It's,
All right.
yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
Everybody say everything you said before and donate everything
Eric's
you
like, "It's
donated
fucking
before
3 a.m.,
and
you fucks."
yeah.
But still. No, I mean, like,
No.
I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to focus on not doing that stuff to me myself. you
Yeah.
know?
A
Something I
mulch
struggle with on a daily
is
basis.
Oh my God.
A layer of material applied to the
Oh my
surface
god!
of
Oh my
soil.
God, this is fucking bullshit.
Reasons for applying mulch include
Oh, no.
That's the news
conservation
while
of
John's
soil
talking about mulch.
moisture, improving fertility and health of the soil,
Wow.
reducing weed growth,
News.
and enhancing the
Cyber 6, you
visual
madman, I love
appeal
you.
of the area. A mulch is usually, but not exclusively, organic in nature. It may be permanent,
Oh
such as
my
plastic
God.
sheeting, or
Double I was like, guess I'll go take another
such
shower.
as bark chips.
I think
It
I'll
may
go
be
make another
applied
batch
to
of breakfast
bare
hash for.
soil or
5
around
hours.
Let's talk about
existing
the
ground.
movie trailers.
Oh my God! Double whammy! Holy shit! JL has officially blown his bits load, but he made it count. This is why I'm glad we haven't started the news yet. We've just been talking. We'll get into it. Don't worry.
So,
And
in
when
the
applied
news this week,
correctly, can dramatically improve
Mulch.
soil productivity. Many
Oh my God!
materials
Skinslip's
are
gonna finally come
used
back, and
as
it's gonna still be going.
mulches, which are
Like-
used to retain soil moisture.
Oh my God!
Regulate
You know,
soil
if you
temperature,
could, here's the thing.
suppress weed
Because there's
growth,
no cooldown, you
and
could
for
conceively have
aesthetics.
several mulches going over
they
top
are
of each other.
applied to the soil
I'm
surface
just saying,
around trees,
it is a thing that could be
flower
done with the
beds.
Someone would
soundboard
like
in
to
this
test
state.
that theory.
prevent soil erosion on slopes.
It is mulch.
And in production areas for
3
flower
layers of
and
mulch.
Exactly
vegetable
what
crops.
mulch is.
Different
Right
times.
Mulch layers are normally 2 inches.
Duncan says everyone has
or
played mulch apart from me. I
5.1
must plan my initial mulch
centimeters
very
or
carefully.
more
Is it still going?
deep
Oh, it's still
when
going.
applied.
Why
They
did
are
someone start
applied
buying them
at
over and over again so
various
they'll
times
overlap
of
and
the
I
year,
was just saying
depending
that
on the
they could do
plant.
it.
I said, yeah, I yelled from over there.
Towards
Play
Um,
the
again.
beginning
What was it?
of the growing
JL did an
season,
evil over top of it.
serve initially
Oh my God.
to
Like
warm the
Fucking right.
soil
Evil
Hi, Princess
mulch.
Strega.
by
Hey,
helping
Princess
it
Strega.
retain heat,
How you doing,
which
darling?
is lost during the night.
Oh, that's right. I remember that 007. You
This
got chicken
allows
nuggets that time, and it
early
didn't have the sweet and sour
seeding
sauce. And you're like,
and
what the fucking fuck?
transplanting
Where's
of
my
certain
sauce?
crops and encourages
I'm just gonna
faster
go.
growth.
I'm
That's
just gonna
just-
go over here.
Terrible.
As the season progresses, mulch
That is
stabilizes
just
a
the
different
soil
crop.
temperature
Yeah.
and moisture.
Mulch night.
and
All
prevents
night
the
long, baby.
growing of
I actually
weeds
had
from
McDonald's
seeds.
chicken nuggets tonight for dinner. I tried their
In
spicy nuggets.
temperature
Oh, how were they?
climates, The effect
Not all that
of
spicy.
mulch is
Okay.
dependent
But it has
on
like it has like
time
the
of
spice
year
flavor.
they are
Yeah.
applied.
Oh, it's like the taste,
And
but not
when
the
It tasted
applied
spicy,
in
but
not
it
the
fall
wasn't
and
actually
winter
Yeah.
spicy.
are used
I find that we talked about that before. How a lot of
They
things
grow
marketed.
Good spicy
of
chicken
perennial
things since
plants,
the
Yeah.
Cajun
and
chicken.
in the
How
spring,
things marketed as
prevent
spicy
growth in
generally
winter
aren't
during
always all
warm
that spicy.
spells, which
Sometimes
limit
they're like the what is it, the
freeze-thaw
roulette
damage.
Doritos. When you get the hot ones, they had some nice
The
heat to them.
effect of
Those are
mulch
good. Those are
really
upon
tasty.
They are,
soil
and they're tasty
moisture
too. Yeah, absolutely. I
content
love the
is
That's
roulette
a big
ones.
thing. They're really
complex.
tasty.
They kept the roulette ones around for a long
Mulch
time
forms
too, and then they just
a
disappeared. They're just
Fucking
gone.
mulch.
Soil
See, what's funny
and
is-
the
God damn it.
atmosphere,
The roulettes, they were down here in the
preventing
States,
sunlight
Yeah.
and
from
then they disappeared,
reaching
like,
the
within
soil
months.
They were gone
surface.
like instantly. I only got one
Thus
bag ever.
Yeah, I saw them up here
Here's
for maybe about 6
There's-
months.
There's these spicy Doritos called
However,
Chili Limon,
mulch
and all they were
can
unrolled Takis.
also
And my God, I want more of those. I can't
prevent
find those
water
shits anywhere.
from reaching the
They were here
Damn.
one time. I love
by
Takis, but Takis are too hard.
absorbing
So I rolled
Okay.
up the Doritos,
walking
Yeah.
water
and all it was
from
uncurled
light
Takis. I was like, please, give me more of that. Same shit. Tastes so good.
In order to
miss Takis so much.
maximize
So
the
much. I love Takis.
benefits
There is
of mulch
a flamin'
while
hot
minimizing its
out here.
Hey,
negative
007, you
literally-
deserve to treat yourself, dude.
It
Don't
is
beat yourself up
Oh,
over
you
it. Just
gotta send me a-
enjoy
you
it.
gotta send me a bag of
in
those, brother. I
late
need some of those.
Spring
Feast
or
fury.
early summer,
I get them every so often. I'm
when
probably gonna get some
soil
tomorrow because they have them at
temperatures
Kroger.
have risen sufficiently.
They have the Flamin' Hot
but
Cheetos that are
soil
freaking
moisture
Chipotle
content
Ranch.
is still
Okay.
relatively high.
fucking good. It's got like the actual like, spice of the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but
Permanent
it's Chipotle
mulch
with
is
a ranch kick to it.
also
I'm like,
widely used
They also have-
and
they also have a
valued
chili lime
for its simplicity.
then it's just
As
like also really
popularized
Really good.
by
While you were
author
drinking,
Ruth
I was like, that
Stout,
would be
who
wonderful. I could
said,
definitely use
quote,
love.
This is
"My
fascinating,
way
but
is simply to
what? How
keep
does it
a
all connect to
thick
mulch? Is what I
of
really
any
want to know.
vegetable
Like,
I just want
matter
mulch to
that
end.
can you use
rots on
Doritos
both
as
sides
mulch?
of my
I'm tired of mulch.
vegetable
Has anyone
and
tried
flower
that?
garden all year long.
when I eat the chili lime
As it
Flamin' Hot Cheetos or
decays
the
and enriches
Chipotle
the
Ranch ones,
soils,
they
I add
make me shit a
more.
lot that I can
Oh,
use
yeah.
as
End
mulch.
quote.
I mean, like, you know.
Plastic mulch
I can literally
used in
mulch
large-scale
right out of my ass straight
commercial
into my garden.
production is
If I wanted
laid
to.
down with a tractor-drawn or
You know that Twitch game with the
standalone
guy blinking?
layer
That's what just happened right now.
of plastic
What?
mulch.
It's literally this. It's the,
That would be a big
Usually
twist,
part of a
Croatin.
sophisticated mechanical
We would all be shocked and
process
amazed.
ladies and gentlemen,
where
this is what we call
raised beds
imagery.
are formed,
53
plastic
viewers listening
is
about mulch.
rolled
Well, you know,
out
it's
on
good to be
top,
educated.
and seedlings are
Sorry, it's a soundboard
transplanted
thing that someone
through
triggered
it.
people who are new here.
Yes.
Drip irrigation
Yeah, we're not
is
just
often
playing
$100
on this
required
audio clip we're playing
Yes.
for shit.
There's 100,
tape
10,000
laid
bits, which is
under
$100
the
basically.
plastic
It's the
as
most expensive
plastic
sound on the
mulch
soundboard and
is
also the longest. Runs almost 10
impermeable to
minutes.
water.
I forget. What was it exactly that
Materials
inspired you to
used
choose
as
the mulch
mulches
Wikipedia page?
vary and
Well,
depend
of
on a
all
number of
One of the
factors.
reasons was I was trying to think of
Use
something that would be
takes
suitably
into
dull.
consideration
And I was put in mind
availability,
of the old comic book Gru the Wanderer by
appearance,
Sergio Aragonés
the
and
effect
edited by
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
has
Evanier.
on the
Now, in the
soil,
letters page,
including chemical
they,
reactions and
they had this
pH,
running joke in
durability,
the comic where
combustibility,
you know, a village
rate
would be
of
oppressed by some evil, and Gru would come
decomposition,
along wanting to help
and
them,
how
and it's like,
clean
yes,
it
we want to
is.
be free to, you
Some
know,
can
live our
contain
lives and
weeds,
raise children
seeds,
and
or
mulch.
plant
And it was always and mulch. So
a
then,
variety of materials
in the letters
are
page at one
used
point,
as
someone
mulch,
wrote in and asked,
such as
what does mulch mean?
organic residue,
so Mark Evanier posted like this big
grass
long
clippings,
dictionary
leaves,
definition of
hay,
mulch.
straw,
And then it became a
kitchen
running joke
scraps,
in the letters
palm
page, which of
spray,
course I'm sure he loved because it meant they didn't have to print as many
shredded
letters.
bark,
So like every other
whole
person would
bark
ask, oh, and
nuggets,
they do their spiel, and then end it with, oh, and by the way, what does mulch
wood
mean?
chip, shredded
And then he'd like
newspaper,
just drop the same
cardboard,
definition in
wool,
over and over and
animal
over and over
manure,
in the like every other letter would
etc.
ask what mulch was, and it just became this
Many of
running
these
joke.
materials
Oh my God.
also
So it just
act
kind of
as
stuck.
a
I was just like,
direct compositing
what?
Whoa.
It just kind of stuck in my
Such
head
as
as this
the
is like the
mulch
perfect boring
clippings
thing to
of
do.
a
I'll just read the
mulching
Wikipedia article on mulch.
lawnmower
So it was
or
a little
other
nod
organics
to
applied as
Brew the Wanderer
sheet
and fans thereof, and of
compositing.
course the wonderful Mark Evanier.
Cyber6 just said that in Canadian dollars, the mulch that
Not
he was drawing...
hold on.
compositing. We're not
Here it is.
talking about film production. We're talking about motherfucking mulch. God damn it.
God,
There it is. It's the cost. Yeah, it's the actual
$166.40
cents
Canadian
Canadian. Yeah, for all the
So-
bits.
What did we had decided previously what your sequel to Mulch would be? What was that again?
Oh fuck! What was it? We figured it out too. What it should be. Something else that's really boring and
Chat. Someone remembers. Come on.
droning.
Someone
What
in
was
chat
it? We
knows.
talked about this a few weeks ago. Probably the last time mulch was set off.
That was at least a month ago. At least.
120. Yeah, it was. God, I don't remember what it was.
Evil Mulch.
You're now one of the proud few that have initiated mulch. Congratulations, yes. Yeah, because basically Twitch takes their cut off the top when you buy the bits. So when you spend bits, the streamer gets 1-to-1 for the bits. So it's like 1 cent, 1 bit equals 1 cent, basically. So, so by the time you spend them for us, like to contribute to the stream or you know, do soundboard shit or whatever, Twitch has already taken their cut, so everything else is for the streamers.
I suggest maybe Compost being a sequel.
Compost. That's a
A
possibility.
Wikipedia article from
That
composting.
That might be the one we were thinking of, actually, because it's kind of related. But, yeah, that's a possibility. Compost. Mulch 2. Compost.
So composting.
Composting. Mulch 2. Composting boogaloo. Yeah. Each 100-bit boom is $1. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Well, $1 for me, but it costs you like $1 something for the bits. You guys are awesome. Thanks, She-Hulk. You're awesome too.
Yeah. Hey, She-Hulk. How's it going, buddy?
Compost should be 20,000 bits. Here's the thing: 10,000 is the limit. You can't actually price them any higher than that. That's the max. I would if I could. I'd do something crazy for 20,000 bits, but but 10,000 is the max.
So just a single note droning for 20 minutes.
Not compost.
Just 20 minutes of a single note droning.
Oh God. See, part of the experiment also was to see how long a sound we could have for the soundboard, where like it has a file size limit. So we tried to find the longest thing we could do that would fit within that file size limit, where we wouldn't have to reduce the bit rate too much so that it was inaudible. And that was kind of the compromise. I think I forget what it is. It's like 32 kilohertz or 24 kilohertz or something. It's like stupidly low, which is why it's all fuzzy and garbagey. But it let us do almost 10 minutes. What? Me go for a smoke? Okay, good idea, Stout. I'll do that. I'll be back. And then we'll do the news.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Nope.
I'm not sorry anymore. Well, sometimes you have work, even if it's in the evening. I'm still sorry. Fuck your sleep, you know?
Eh.
But if you don't work, then fuck it. You can see if it's lazy you want. Suffer. But for the rest of us, we were on live like 2 a.m. last week, you know?
My favorite comedic bit, or one of my favorite comedic bits, is from Judy Tenuta.
Okay.
You can find it online. It's pretty much the only thing, as far as I know, of Judy Tenuta's on YouTube. It's fucking great. That's JUDYTENUTA. Judy Tenuta. She's amazing.
We haven't done anything, Princess. We did an hour and a half pre-show starting at the normal SNI time. And now we are done SNI for another hour. and done nothing but babble and basically had a pre-show again. And played mulch.
That's okay.
I'm not bothered
This
by
is
it.
fine.
That's just the way it's going.
I'm
It's a
okay
show.
with the events that are unfolding currently.
It's called InSaNiTy. InSaNiTy is in the fucking title.
There you go. Yes.
But Sean was really worried about rent, so I'm very happy that people are donating large amounts of money to him.
True.
True.
Man.
Now he's no longer worried about rent, and his mind will be easier to
Lasagna.
work mode.
Lasagna. You're back. Lasagna.
There's a lot of problems why he can't seem to be creative is because he's depressed. He's depressed because he's worried about money. It's like a double-edged sword, right? Now we've relieved some of his depression. He'll actually get some work done, probably. Chips. I'm eating my feelings right now. I'm like so anxious. This world sucks.
Get some water.
Nom nom nom. I gotta start eating these chips. I'm gonna eat eating these chips so I keep if I have them here. How's it going, Eric? How's life been for you, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Awesome, dude. Probably better than mine. I mean, you have work, unfortunately. Not really. Yeah. Fucking work.
Fucking work, man.
What's that?
The fucking work.
I know, right? Oh, well, that's awesome, Chelsea. Isn't it fucking 2 in the morning for you, Chelsea? And what? Aren't you in Canada or States? Or are you in England?
Did my hair this week.
Or is it because you just woke up, so it's your first food? I guess technically you should watch breakfast.
Good morning, Michelle. Or good evening.
Oh,
you haven't slept yet.
Welcome back, Michelle. We missed you.
Always. Well, unless she's here, in which case we don't have to miss her because she's here. But we miss her when she's not here. Exactly. Okay, news.
That would be food.
Now that things have calmed down a bit, we can get to the news.
I don't know if you want to wait for Stout or not. You went to get food.
No, we'll just move on.
No, God. So, holy shit, there's so much news. Okay, here we go. Trailers. We got the official trailer for the 2nd season of the Disney Plus original series, The Mandalorian. Premiering October 30th. Really looking forward to that. Loved the first season. Can't wait.
I haven't seen it yet. I hear Jar Jar Binks is a Jedi in it now.
He's a Sith Lord. It's amazing.
Oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it. The signs were in the episode 1. They were there the whole time.
Everything confirmed. Jar Jar is a Sith Lord. He's the main villain of the series, actually. Yeah.
I know a few spoilers with the show, and I just been like, I'm gonna wait till it's kind of dull in my mind to watch it. You know.
Aw, it's good. You'll enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it.
I know I'm going to enjoy it.
You'll love it.
You know me.
You'll fall in love.
I don't like to know too much about things before I go in like that. You know.
You'll fall in love with not Baby Yoda.
And you know I don't even like watching more than like maybe a trailer. Maybe a trailer. I don't even watch trailers.
Think of it as like it's Lone Wolf and Cub, but Star Wars.
That's what people have told me.
Basically what it is, and it's fantastic. I love it. Anyway, official trailer for the documentary Hail to the Deadites, a documentary about the fans of the Evil Dead films, television series, and beyond, exploring the classic franchise's undying and ever-growing popularity. I just introduced Rosie to it, like a week ago. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
No, JL, I don't want to watch Cobra Kai, but thank you. I appreciate the suggestion.
Really? Why not? It's supposed to be good.
Interest.
I thought, did you not like Karate Kid?
I like the movies enough, but I don't know.
Okay. It's supposed to be really good.
I saw a trailer. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Official trailer for the second half of the first season of the Adult Swim animated series Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal, premiering October 4th. The show was recently picked up for a second season. Excellent. That one looks really good. I've only seen the original trailer for it, but it looks good.
Thank God we started.
Yes.
Yeah, started news, finally.
Official teaser trailer for the Netflix original film The Trial of the Chicago 7, premiering October 16th. The story of 7 people on trial stemming from various charges surrounding the uprising at the 1968 Democratic National Convention in Chicago, Illinois. Written and directed by Aaron Sorkin and starring the likes of Eddie Redmayne, Sacha Baron Cohen, among others. Cool. Official trailer for the Showtime series Moonbase 8, premiering November 8th. A group of mediocre astronauts, played by Tim Heidecker, Fred Armisen, and John C. Reilly, living in a NASA test environment, vie for the chance to be selected to go to the moon. That sounds potentially hilarious. I will probably check that out, maybe. Official trailer for the sci-fi horror Synchronic. 2 New Orleans paramedics' lives are ripped apart after they encounter a series of horrific deaths linked to a designer drug with bizarre otherworldly effects. Oh, I think I've heard about this one, yeah. Starring Jamie Dornan of 50 Shades of Grey fame and Anthony Mackie, MCU's Falcon, in the leading roles. Love Anthony Mackie.
There's a show that Netflix is a similar premise.
Maybe that might be the one I'm thinking of, actually.
That's the one you're thinking of. It's these 2 cops going after a new designer drug.
It gives people superpowers. That's the one I'm thinking of, yeah. Co-directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, the duo behind 2014's Spring and 2017's The Endless.
What was it called?
Teaser trailer for the Netflix original film The Christmas Chronicles 2, premiering November 25th. Kate Pierce, who is now a cynical teenager, is unexpectedly reunited with Santa Claus, played once again by Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, sold. When a mysterious troublemaker...
Oh my god, that movie is so good. The first one's on Netflix. You should watch it. It's a Christmas classic.
Yeah, well, the second one's going to be on Netflix, too.
I know, I'm excited.
When a mysterious troublemaker threatens to cancel Christmas forever. Co-written and directed by Chris Columbus, whose previous works include Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire. He also directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
He also directed Rent, too.
He directed a lot of stuff. He also
the movie I was trying to remember is Project Power, by the way.
He also did Gremlins, too, didn't he? He did Gremlins.
The first one.
The first one, yeah.
They call in to do just about anything.
Yep, pretty much. Generic director number 7.
Official trailer for the apocalyptic comedy adventure Love and Monsters. After a monster apocalypse forces humans into underground colonies, a young man decides against all logic to brave the surface and face the monsters standing between him and his lost love. Starring Dylan O'Brien, the lead from the Maze Runner trilogy, which I still need to finish watching. I really like the first 2. In the main role, and co-starring Michael Rooker. I think Dylan O'Brien was also in the Teen Wolf series. He was the lead in Teen Wolf. Raptor's reaction says it feels like The Last of Us, Warm Bodies, and The Mist all mixed together. I dig it a lot. Cool. Check that out. Right. Official trailer for the Netflix documentary Dick Johnson is Dead, premiering October 2nd. The story focuses on Kristen's father, Richard, who suffers from dementia, portraying different ways, some of them violent accidents in which he could ultimately die. In each scenario, the elderly Johnson plays along with his daughter's black humor and imaginative fantasies. Kristen Johnson is also the film's director. Cool. Official trailer for the sci-fi comedy Save Yourselves. A young Brooklyn couple heads to an upstate cabin to unplug from their phones and reconnect with each other. Blissfully unaware of their surroundings, they are left to their own devices as the planet falls under attack. Cool. The official trailer for the first film in the Welcome to the Blumhouse horror anthology, Evil Eye. A superstitious mother is convinced that her daughter's new boyfriend is the reincarnation of a man who tried to kill her 30 years ago. Premiering October 13th on Prime Video. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Does that have anything to do with the Mario Bava movie?
I have no idea. Evil Eye. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with... No.
That's 2 Evil Eyes.
Two Evil Eyes. Or that's... No, that's Argento. 2 Evil Eyes.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of the Romero...
I think there's been a few Evil Eyes over the years. Anyway, official trailer for the second film in the Welcome to the Blumhouse horror anthology, Black Box. A man struggling to regain his memory after surviving a tragic car accident. Desperate to return to his former self while trying to raise his daughter, he receives an experimental treatment that helps him probe into a past which suddenly feels too dark to be his own. Premiering October 6th on Prime Video. Why is that premiere? The second and third ones are premiering the week before the first one. I'm so confused. Anyway, official trailer for... I guess it doesn't matter. It's an anthology, so whatever. Official trailer for the third film in the Welcome to the Blumhouse horror anthology, The Lie. A father and daughter are on their way to dance camp when they spot the girl's best friend on the side of the road. When they stop to offer the friend a ride, their good intentions soon result in terrible consequences. Premiering October 6th on Prime Video. Well, I'm going to watch all of those. That sounds great.
One time at band camp.
That sounds great. I'm going to watch all of that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Official trailer for the fourth and final film in the Welcome to the Blumhouse horror anthology, Nocturne. An incredibly gifted pianist makes a Faustian bargain, an agreement in which a person abandons his or her spiritual values or moral principles in order to obtain knowledge, wealth, or other benefits, to overtake her older sister at a prestigious institution for classical musicians. Oh, good old deal with the devil story. Premiering October 13th on Prime Video. Huh? What?
I said thank you for the definition, Bert.
I had a very garlicky dinner. You have been warned. And finally, a sneak peek teaser for the Hulu revival series Animaniacs, premiering November 20th. Raptors' response, no bullshit, legitimate tears of joy after just a tiny glimpse of the new series. Nice. I understand they got as much of the original cast back together for it, too, so awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, same. Love Animaniacs.
Such a great show.
Okay, movie TV news. Marvel Studios has cast actor Jonathan Majors in one of the leading roles in the third installment of the Ant-Man franchise. Majors has been making a lot of noise in Hollywood, appearing in Spike Lee's Da 5 Bloods on Netflix, and as one of the leads in Lovecraft Country for HBO. The studio had no comment, but sources close to the project say he is likely to play the supervillain Kang the Conqueror. Okay, I'm down with that. I'd like to see Kang in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Kang the Conqueror is also Nathaniel Richards, which means Reed Richards' son. So, does that mean... That's a pretty cool concept, gotta say. By the way, then there's also the Council of Kings, which is what Rick and Morty stole that concept.
The Council of Ricks. Yeah, I remember you were talking about that. That's pretty cool. I did not know that, actually. Yeah. Now I want to read stories about it.
I think it's probably from a sci-fi book premise from decades before.
Probably, yeah. But, excellent.
I don't read all the sci-fi, though.
Actually, reading some of the early Hulk comics through the Epic collections, I read one of the earlier Kang stories, which was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. It's a cool character.
Where Hulk got taken through time, dragged through time, basically.
He's and there's also a character called, I want to call it, his name's the Sphinx or the Pharaoh, I can't remember. He's also King the Conqueror.
Okay.
There's more than one running around, and he was a villain of the Fantastic Four before King of the Conqueror. He's like retconned as, and later appeared as one of the Nathaniel.
Okay.
So, like later revealed. But like there's also like things like that.
So there's been several Kangs over the years.
Oh yeah, it's a Council of Kings, and there was actually.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Interesting. I'm
a really cool storyline, actually.
I did not know all of that about Kang. I've always found him interesting, but now I find him fascinating and really want to find out more.
Fucking cool shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Marvel casting, Tatiana Maslany, best known for HBO's Perry Mason and an Emmy-winning performance on Orphan Black, has been cast as Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk in the She-Hulk series for Disney+. I think last week I was saying, is it animated? Is it live action? I don't know. It's live action. Awesome.
Oh, someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, at least they look like cousins." I'm like, "Do you not know how cousins work? They could look completely different and still be fucking cousins." Yeah.
Exactly.
I facepalmed super hard at that tweet. I didn't say anything to that person. I just went, "What?
Do you even cousin, bro? Like, come on."
You even cousin, bro? Wow.
The last major character to be co-created by Stan Lee, She-Hulk, is Jennifer Walters, an attorney and cousin of Bruce Banner, a.k.a. the Hulk. An emergency blood transfusion from her cousin gives Walters her powers, but unlike Banner and Hulk, She-Hulk was able to keep her intelligence and personality when she hulked out. Also, she can hulk out at will. She doesn't only do it under certain circumstances. She has total control over it and keeps her intelligence and personality.
I think at some point she can't go back to human for like for a few storylines or a couple years there.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I seem to recall like during I think it was John Byrne's run, the Sensational She-Hulk, I believe it was. We never saw her as Jennifer Walters. She was always just She-Hulk.
Yeah. But, why would you want, if you had a choice to be She-Hulk or Jennifer Walters, who would you be?
Well, true.
Probably She-Hulk most of the time.
Probably
right?
She-Hulk most of the time.
And there's no if you have like no other like no drawbacks other than like your physical size.
Yeah.
And your intimidation, like then you would probably be her all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be?
One last piece on Marvel. Leaked photos from the set of Falcon and the Winter Soldier have revealed that both Emily Van Camp and George St. Pierre will return as Agent 13 and Batroc, respectively. Nice.
Yes.
Good.
I love Batroc.
I was hoping we'd see more of him. Yeah, he was such a great,
good casting.
Very intelligent and formidable foe.
Yeah. He's one of the world's best martial artists. That's his whole deal.
Well, also in Civil War, I mean, he just did such a great sort of psychological plan to pit Iron Man and Captain America against each other, and to pit Cap against the Winter Soldier, and just everything. It was
if I remember correctly,
fantastic.
Batroc, like he has a martial arts that's like the precursor to like the whole like philosophy behind like free running and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that's why he does like parkour.
Batroc the Leaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't really do much with that in Civil War. Hopefully in the series
no, I was bummed about that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some of that aspect of him in the series.
Because like he's not like a top tier villain, but he's not like a pushover all the time. His early appearances, he's supposed to be more of a threat. But
yeah.
It's only later when he becomes like a joke almost.
No. Netflix has given a series order to an animated version of Norman Lear's groundbreaking TV sitcom Good Times. Oh, that's interesting. The series follows. I used to watch the original series back in the day in repeats. The series follows the Evans family as they navigate today's world and contemporary social issues. Just as the original did years ago, Good Times strives to remind us that with the love of our family, we can keep our heads above water. Seth MacFarlane and NBA Steph Curry will both act as executive producers. Excellent.
Interesting.
Well, I'll definitely check that out. This is interesting. A new series within the Stargate SG-1 canon is now in progress, and pitches are currently being made to revive the IP at the Sci-Fi Channel. Cool.
I have so many friends in my timeline so fucking happy that that's happening.
I bet, yeah. I've seen so little of it. I really need to just dive into that one of these days.
I'll be honest, SG-1 was never my thing, but I would probably watch it with somebody.
Because I know I've seen most of the first season, but everybody tells me, like, oh, it's later. It's a little bit later when it really becomes amazing and epic. I'm like, okay, well... That's
what I hear. There's several series after that.
There is. There's Stargate Atlantis. There's Stargate Universe. There's the animated series.
I don't know if that's canon.
I don't think it's canon, but it's it's Stargate stuff, which is Stargate Infinity. That's what it was.
Infinity. Huh?
And I still maintain the director's cut is the only version you should be watching of the original film because it is so superior to the theatrical cut. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a series that like I'm sure if like a partner in the future wants to go down, I'll probably watch that.
Absolutely. Same. CBS All Access has officially been named Paramount Plus because, everything needs to be something plus now. As of this week, and one of the leading projects on the service will be a 10-part limited series on the making of Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather. Okay, that actually has my interest. I'd definitely like to see that. With Harley Quinn being positioned over to HBO Max, DC Universe will now be a digital comics service only. So it is no longer a streaming service. It's just digital comics. Speaking of which, HBO... I don't think this is in the news. No, it isn't in the news. Harley Quinn has been renewed for a third season, by the way. So
good.
It's going strong, doing well, critical and fan acclaim right across the board. I need to see more of it. I've only seen the first episode, and I thought it looked pretty good. It's very funny. HBO Max has given a series order to period pirate comedy Our Flag Means Death. The show is based loosely on the true adventures of Stade Bonnet, a pampered aristocrat who abandoned his life of privilege to become a pirate in the early 18th century. The pilot will be written and directed by Taika Waititi, sold, the man behind What We Do in the Shadows, Thor Ragnarok, and Jojo Rabbit. Absolutely. I'm down for pretty much any kind of comedy thing that he does, because he's a very funny guy, very talented guy. Musical icon Madonna will be directing and co-writing a biographical picture on who else? Madonna! Diablo Cody will make up the other half of the writing team, with Amy Pascal producing. She says, I want to convey the incredible journey that life has taken me on as an artist, a musician, and a dancer, Madonna said in a statement. There's so many untold and inspiring stories, and who better to tell it than me? Well, exactly. Tell your own story. Cool. I might check that out.
Absolutely.
I like biographical stuff.
Like I said, tell your own story, because who else is going to?
Well, exactly, and you'll know the right way to tell it.
Yeah. Plus, you can change the shit that you're embarrassed about. No one
yes.
knows. I mean, what? I didn't say that.
Exactly.
Say, yeah, that totally happened that way.
It totally might have
me.
possibly happened that way, maybe. Nintendo has given a promising update for their CG animated Mario movie. While confirmed in 2018, the project seems to be moving forward with a 2022 release date in mind. The project will be produced by Illumination, the studio behind the Despicable Me franchise, and distributed by Universal Studios. The last time the character saw a theatrical run was back in 1993 with Super Mario Bros. The movie, which, as we all know, was the most faithful adaptation of a video game ever.
Spot on. Every little bit of it.
It was like the game brought to life, man. It was amazing. Amazing. In renewal news...
It is a really good movie. Fuck you.
In renewal news... Oh, okay. It is in the news. I missed it. Raised by Wolves, the sci-fi series developed by Ridley Scott, has been renewed for a second season, while DC's Harley Quinn animated series will return for a third season. Both shows can be seen on HBO Max. Now, do we want to do the memoriams now? There's only like 5 of them, and we'll get them out of the way. And okay.
Yep.
In memoriam. Larry Wilson passed away this week, American professional football player who was a free safety with the St. Louis Cardinals of the NFL. An 8-time Pro Bowl selection, he played his entire 13-year career with the Cardinals and remained on the team's payroll until 2003, long after the team moved to Arizona in 1988. Wilson was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1978. Larry made it to the ripe old age of 82. Winston Groom, American novelist and nonfiction writer with a career spanning 40 years between 1978 and 2019. He is best known for his 1986 novel Forrest Gump, which was adapted into the multiple Oscar-winning film of the same name, directed by Robert Zemeckis in 1994. He published a sequel, Gump and Company, in 1995. I actually did not know that. I'd be interested to check that out.
I didn't know that either, actually.
Yeah. I was today years old when I found out there was a sequel to Forrest Gump. He also wrote numerous nonfiction works on diverse subjects, including the American Civil War and World War I. Very cool. Ernie Orsatti, assistant director, stunt coordinator, and stunt actor with an over 40-year career between 1968 and 2010. Orsatti had roles in such classics as 1972's The Mechanic, 1974's The Towering Inferno, but is best remembered for 1972's The Poseidon Adventure, where he performed a stunt where he fell 32 feet through a skylight. Ernie made it to the ripe old age of 80.
Oh, it was that guy.
That guy. Jesus.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
That's kind of...
Well, the guy died in the movie. Oh, cool.
Well, he didn't actually. He just
wow.
did a really good stunt that made you think he did.
So fucking rude.
Wow. We also lost Terry Goodkind, American writer with a 26-year career between 1994 and 2020. He was known for the epic fantasy series The Sword of Truth, as well as the contemporary suspense novel The Law of Nines in 2009, which has ties to his fantasy series. The Sword of Truth sold 25 million copies worldwide and was translated into more than 20 languages. Additionally, it was adapted into a television series called Legend of the Seeker, which ran for 2 seasons.
Oh, I know that show.
Yeah.
Legend of the Seeker.
So finally,
I've seen that show.
Yeah.
Last but most definitely not least, we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg, American jurist who was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States for 27 years between 1993 and 2020. Ginsburg was the second woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court after Sandra Day O'Connor. Ginsburg spent much of her legal career as an advocate for gender equality and women's rights, winning many arguments before the Supreme Court. She advocated as a volunteer attorney for the American Civil Liberties Union and was a member of its board of directors and one of its general counsel in the 1970s. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter appointed her to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, where she served until her appointment to the Supreme Court. Ruth made it to the ripe old age of 87.
Unfortunately, her loss is probably a devastating blow to women's rights in this country for several decades.
Yeah.
Jesus. That was a heavy one. That one hit yesterday, and that just fucking derailed.
Lost one of the true fighters.
Yeah.
She did a lot for this country.
Well, and one of the true fighters who was in a position to make some real differences. You know.
But it's even more
did.
fucking depressing to see assholes and, well, it's time to replace her immediately.
Oh,
she's
yeah, I
even
know.
fucking
Ghoul McConnell? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
What to say about that? The fucking ghoul, which is an insult to actual youthful ghouls. Jesus.
Yes. So, Monsieur Garbage du Gamer, what is on the screen this week?
What the fuck?
I even made the comment.
I don't know why. We're talking about this the other day.
Marathons, I go, why did we decide that was going to be French?
And my answer was, I have no idea. It just kind of happened.
John was drunk. It was stick ham. That's probably why.
Possibly.
That's the only reason why.
That's entirely possible.
Probably,
I don't remember. The stick ham years are a big blur.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, got a little Unreal Championship 2, the Leandry Conflict.
Nice.
This is an underrated Xbox title.
Very good. Only on Xbox.
Never played it.
By Epic Games and Midway.
Is it a story game?
Hey, good old Epic Games. Keep forgetting that they're the people who brought us Unreal.
Or is it like multiplayer still?
And the Unreal Engine.
I mean, most of these Unreal games, they have a single player. It kind of just loops all of the multiplayer modes into like a single-player story.
Yeah.
But this one is actually more single-player focused, which is probably why it wasn't popular. As Major Vitoga mentioned, Gears of War. This is actually kind of where the chunky Gears of War, big
the armor
with tons of armor.
Yeah.
The Unreal Championship and Unreal Championship 2 is kind of where
Garage,
that started.
yeah.
So.
Gamber du Garage. That's
Gambler du Garage. Gambler du Garage.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, so that's what's running on the old OG Xbox with the good old Duke controller.
Just a quick aside, Major Motoko mentions apparently seasons 1 and 2 of Harley Quinn is getting a Blu-ray release. Thank you, Warner, for actually putting your stuff on Blu-ray, unlike certain other big companies that own comic book franchises we could mention. Disney.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway. News. A tiny little event from a small company happened this week from, you may have heard of them, a little company called Sony. I
don't know. Who's that?
Nope, I don't know them.
Never heard of
Have they done anything significant at all?
They did a little quick online stream thing talking about this new console thing coming out called the PlayStation 5.
What's a PlayStation?
There's been 5 of these things? Where have I been?
But yeah, they had a press showing and
the next
showed off
morning
some more games and.
The next morning, everybody was asking, "Did you see the PS5 event? Did you see the PS5 event?" And then people were saying, "How come you didn't stream the PS5 event?" And I'm like, because I forgot and I was asleep.
I totally forgot it was a thing.
I know I streamed the last one, but I totally forgot that. I knew they were having one. I didn't know it was that day, and I slept through it.
I watched a streamer stream it live. That's how I saw it. I was watching the stream like, oh shit, the PS5 thing. They came like 2 minutes late.
Yeah,
like,
I was doing.
I
was actually doing other things, and I just sat down real quick. Was scrolling through stuff, and I saw the PS5 event. Like, oh yeah,
that's today, right now.
I loaded up and watched it. So these are the notes that I took down while watching it.
So
they're a little haphazard, but
okay.
So
there's a lot of stuff we already knew was coming from the previous event. But
yeah, a lot of it is just they were just showing it again to get you like rehyped for it.
Yeah.
But there are some stuff that they showed off that was brand new.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 16, for example.
Yes.
Which is going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Wow. Oh, back to PlayStation exclusives, eh? Nice.
Yeah, and but what's interesting is they were, a lot of people always criticize press events where they show gameplay and games running.
Yeah.
So that, and then usually it's running off of like the development hardware or off of a PC or something like that. They were flat out honest, and they said, and it says at the very beginning, shown on PC emulating PS5 hardware.
Yeah.
It says it right in the beginning.
There you go.
So you know what you're looking at.
So it's gonna mostly look like this, but might be a little different in the final product.
The PS5 is a fucking computer, so who cares, everyone?
Yeah, basically. Well, what do you think development kits are and how games are made? They don't make them on a PS5. They make them on a PC.
Well, and they're all just
make them on a PSV.
The last two generations they did the PC boxes, so let's not everyone get off their high horse.
Yeah, just shut up.
Boxes.
Stupid people.
The PSC, the PlayStation computer.
The PSC.
Oh yeah. The PlayStation came packed with Linux, dude. Remember that?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That shit was awesome.
But holy crap!
What?
There we go.
You gotta wait for the noise cancellation.
Oh,
yeah, every time you turn off your mic, your noise canceling goes. Oh god.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was trying to be nice, but I needed to trim my nails.
That's okay. Snip.
Hygiene is important.
It is.
Yes.
I'm always
but I
ready.
didn't want anybody to be.
You never know when a hangnail might strike.
Clip every few seconds.
During the obituaries, like, wow, Stoud.
Yeah.
About this Final Fantasy 16 announcement is, I totally thought, since we've been pretty much living in a world of, complete redesign remakes of older games, the way this game was being shown and displayed and what's in this game, I totally thought this was a complete remaster of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Ah, interesting.
Because the whole plot, the whole idea of the video and of the game was all about mystical dragons and crystals that contain them, and about a crystal protecting a city, so like that. I go, wow, this is fucking Crystal Chronicles.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh,
that's funny.
No, I was getting ready. I was gonna message Stoud because I know Stoud's a fan of Crystal Chronicles. And I was just like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I think they did a remaster of Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah, they did a remaster. They did an upscaling, I guess is what I would call it, of Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, they just announced flat out it's Final Fantasy 16. Okay.
Cool. And
so
coming to PC also. Look at those exclusives, everyone.
Yeah, there are some actual. They had to come out and announce that there were some flubs. I don't remember which one it was. There's a couple on here where they had the moniker also available on PC, and that's apparently not true at all.
Oh.
Flat out, it said it on the show, and
sorry, we lied.
No, and Sony had to come out and say, they had a hardcore apology saying that these are some, early screens and early information, and it wasn't fully, discussed with some of these, because a lot of these announcements were done by the developers themselves. It wasn't curated by Sony.
Okay.
What? This is gonna be a Final Fantasy? What?
When is it gonna be the last one? No, God.
These
titles are so misleading.
I mean, for one thing, we haven't seen Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 and 3 yet, so...
That's true.
It's not the same thing as making new games either, so who cares?
So the next thing they did announce, they said that everything else that they were going to announce in the show was running on actual retail PS5 hardware.
Cool.
So... Nice. Next time they actually showed some mission and some gameplay of the new Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Nice.
Which looks great, by the way.
Great.
And they also did confirm that it will be, if you buy Spider-Man Miles Morales, the PS5 version, it will come with a complete remastered version of the original Spider-Man game.
Nice.
Because technically Miles Morales is an expansion to the original. It isn't a standalone game.
It's like a half a game, new game plus.
Like half a game, so like a new game plus, except you get to play as Miles.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, if you go ahead and buy a brand new copy of the game, if you buy Miles Morales, you actually get the PS4 remastered version of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Major Matoka says it was
weird.
The Demon Souls PS5 remaster. That was the one they had to correct. They said it's actually not coming out for PC. It's only on PS5.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Souls. That's like PS3. That's actually a remaster. I would strongly say that those Miles Morales thing's not really a remaster. It's just a port, because there's not much more. They're just gonna increase the textures a little bit. I mean,
I mean, it could be some of the new lighting effects that they can do on PS5. I don't know.
I mean, when the PS5 first was announced and first talked about, the big thing they were talking about was their new solid-state drive technology being integrated with the CPU and all this kind of RAM things that they were doing.
Some nonsense of technology that I don't understand.
There's some technobabble that even I don't understand. And pretty much the way they showed it and the way they demonstrated it, they used Spider-Man, and they showed the loading between areas on how it would stutter and stop, and then you would go into a fade in or a fade out very quick on PS4, but it actually never happened on PS5. It was completely, you could travel from one end of the city to the other 100% seamlessly. It loaded that fast.
Oh yeah.
And he said, gone are the days of going into an elevator, and with elevator music playing while in reality, you're just waiting for assets to load. Yeah. Or going up a long staircase while things de-rendered behind you and rendered in front of you.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that anymore. It all can just load instantly. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of nuts. This one kind of came out of nowhere. I'd heard about this. Never really looked much into it because I was never really all that much interested. Mm-hmm. But now that I saw the trailer and now I know what it is, I'm much more interested in it.
Okay.
And that's Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh.
It is an open world RPG that kind of is maybe Fable-like, is the way I see it, is because it has a moral system where you can be good or evil.
Interesting.
And they did confirm that the original writer, I can't think of her name,
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling has very little to do with this. I know she's in hot shit right now.
Well, yeah.
Being,
to say the least.
Anti-Semitic and all this.
Well, not anti-Semitic, it's anti-trans.
Anti-trans, yeah. But my interest in this comes from the fact that it doesn't center around the Harry Potter character.
Yeah.
This isn't Harry Potter's Hogwarts Legacy. This is just Hogwarts Legacy. This is a full open world game designed around the world of Hogwarts and the world of wizards and wizardry. So that's where I'm interested, because I've always been fascinated with the world. I could give two shits about the characters that were in her books. I wanted to know more about the world and about the villains and about the monsters that were in it and where they lived and how this world connected to the human world, the normal world, and how this is and all this different stuff. And they just never really got into it because they wanted to center focus around, from what I've dubbed, that little shithead. As you can tell, I've never been a fan of Harry Potter.
I like it all right.
I liked the first movie. I thought it was okay. The other movies were just expansions on that, and they were just meh.
I was never interested enough to read the books.
But like I said, I always liked the world, the fantasy. I've always been interested in fantasy worlds. So
yeah, absolutely. Especially
I'm
open
excited
world,
to see it, and it looks good.
Stuff. Yeah.
And it does very much, the way they described it in the trailers, it does very much remind me of Fable.
Mm-hmm.
So, a more open world version of Fable. So, yeah, they showed a new Black Ops Cold War. It just looks like any other Black Ops game.
Call of
And
Duty.
she will absolutely get money for it because it's based on her creation. She will get some kind of royalties for it.
Oh yeah, she will get a kickback.
There's no way there will be any kind of Harry Potter or Hogwarts product for which she does not get at least some movie or money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they just confirmed that they're not like sitting her in front of the project going, here.
No.
What can we do or something like that?
Yeah.
They're pretty much just going like, no. You go sit over there. You'll get your money. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm
much.
also a Chris Columbus fan. I grew up with a lot of his movies.
But yeah, Black Ops Cold War. They show it's the same exact type of trailer like every other Call of Duty game. Exactly.
My thoughts.
It's some situation that's based in reality, and then it goes all Michael Bay for about 10 minutes, and then it's over. So,
Blom.
I literally wrote parentheses
Blom.
blah and meh.
Blah and
they showed.
meh.
So the next one they showed was the new some more information about the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Village.
Yes, one.
Nice.
I know there's a lot of people. I'm on that other side where I am a weird purist when it comes to Resident Evil. There's not a lot that I do play.
Mm-hmm.
I like Resident Evil 4. I hated that game for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
But coming off like I said, the heels of 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and and games like that. 4 was never really hit me right, but then until I actually played and beat it, I go, yeah, this is a fun game. I've never really liked Resident Evil 7. Again, not my style of game. I think they're straying too far from the original base story. And this just goes like full Bram Stoker's Dracula, Frankenstein, medieval world.
Yeah, it's reimagining basically.
It's a reimagining, and I just
which I think looks cool, honestly.
It looks interesting, but in reality, I really just don't care. I'm sure it'll be great. I'll have fun watching Sean play it, and other streamers.
I will definitely play that one
and stuff like that.
I love
that's where my enjoyment will come in. You will never see me play it.
No,
I have not touched Resident Evil 7 in any way, shape, and form.
Why? It's so good.
I'm not really into those kind of games.
It's so good.
I don't really care much for. Like I said, Dead Space is the closest I'll get to the slow walking corridor shooter.
Is it because it's first person, or what?
No,
what is it about it that?
I don't know. Like I said, I made it very clear at the very beginning. I'm that weird purist when it comes to Resident Evil.
Yes.
Like it doesn't involve the T virus, the G virus.
It does
virus,
though.
Or the Hive, or any version of the main corporation.
It does though.
But if it doesn't have, again, it just.
But it does.
I know it does, but it's so off-played.
It's towards the end. It's not until near the end that you find out what the connections are.
Like,
but
it's not the central idea.
But it definitely is. Like the virus is totally to blame for all the shit that goes on in that.
But that's what irritates me though, is that it's just like the main what made that game what it was, or what made that franchise what it was, is now like a back burner reason to have all these other weird fucking stories.
And you even have a DLC with what's his face, Chris Redfield, going in to mop up after.
See, that's where in this one I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because in this new trailer they actually have, all these like covert ops people come flying into this village.
I gotta watch the trailer. I've only seen the teaser from months ago.
One part they're doing like that. They're like, and they turns around and he goes, "Commander Redfield, what do we do?"
Are we playing first person as Redfield, you think, maybe?
It doesn't say. It doesn't show. There's no gameplay in it and stuff like that. It's more just like ominous trailers with like people talking in weird shit languages.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
But there's that one part, and there's like these military dudes breaking into an old house, and he's standing there, and it's like a dark silhouette.
Mm-hmm. And
guy walks up, and he goes, "Commander Redfield, what do we do?" And then it cuts away to something else. I go, that's the only thing that held my interest in this. In this trailer. So
I loved the 7th one. But mind you, I also had a lot of issues with the older ones, as you know. So I was like, I like this new direction that makes the Resident Evil games
I'm
good.
not going to be that Resident Evil purist that defends tank controls. Tank controls can go die in a fire.
Yeah, fuck that.
I would love... That's why I loved the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah, they took away the tank controls.
They took away the tank controls, and they pretty much fixed those games.
Good. I have the second one. I don't have the third one yet.
I mean, for me, that was a pre-order. Like, I still love Resident Evil.
Yeah.
For me, but my Resident Evils are going to be Resident Evil 2 and 3, not 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's just gone with this.
I don't know.
Pickles?
Ooh!
I showed the label and I say, not sponsored. There we go. Don't need the SEC breathing down our necks.
Anyway, moving on.
Cool.
They showed another trailer for Deathloop. Now this, I love the concept of this, where it's pretty much you're stuck in a time loop.
Okay.
And the only way they showed this at E3, where it has a very 1970s like Starsky and Hutch kind of like jazz with a lot of like sharp lines and oranges and brown colors and that kind of stuff.
Almost has a blaxploitation feel to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost like an exploitation movie.
Interesting.
But
feels
the whole idea
almost
of it,
Quentin Tarantino-ish, yeah.
but the whole idea of it is like this guy has been looping in through the same time and getting killed over and over and over again, and he's become a master at avoiding being killed of certain enemies, but he keeps getting picked off by this one person.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yes, I saw a trailer for that ages ago and thought it looked looked great. Yeah.
It's a time loop. Can we get time splitters back? Sorry.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a new one in the works. I don't know what's happening with that.
I keep
but...
posting. There's a fan made game coming out.
Okay, that's what it is.
There's literally been an official one in the works and a fan made one going for like 10 years at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, I know the one you're talking about. That one sounds really good. That sounds
it
cool.
is a first-person shooter that is kind of arena-based, but it's not multiplayer. Where it's just like you have to try to. Yeah, in a way. You have to be a bit more covert on it. You have to figure out and learn as you play the same level over and over again in the time loop.
Yeah.
How like a puzzle, how to take out each enemy perfectly to get to the person and then
it's kind of like
the one that's...
Is it first person? Sorry.
It's first person, yeah.
It is first person.
It's like first person Miami connection. Not Hotline Miami, which is where it's like a puzzle.
Yeah,
you're running to kill everyone in a certain order.
I mean, like a puzzle, but more because the whole idea at the very end is that he's supposed to, as soon as he finally takes out the other person, that breaks the time loop.
Right, right.
Okay.
So
that's where the time loop for him exists. Is this one last person keeps killing him.
Yeah.
And he keeps looping back and looping back and looping back. And can't figure out how to kill. And that's your mission, is to figure out how to kill that.
Yeah, it does. I thought it sounded like a great concept.
And first person, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
and they did announce that there's going to be like 7 or 8 of these like final people. So like 7 or 8 levels or missions.
Right.
Oh,
okay. I see. That's how they do it. That's cool.
And then apparently there is going to be some kind of multiplayer mode where you can play as another person stuck in a time loop, and you are the person that they keep getting killed by. Okay. So it's this whole mind fucking
Interesting. That sounds cool.
I
like time loops.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Same
for
here.
It.
I like the whole idea of time loops. Some interesting stories.
They showed the special edition of Devil May Cry 5 coming to the PS5. One of the new added features is you get to play as Virgil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anyone who knows the Devil May Cry franchise, that's pretty cool. The last time we played as Virgil was 3?
Right? Yeah, 3, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 3.
I watched the first 3 played with my friend. That was a long-ass time now.
So, yeah, because I know the first one it was just Dante, then the second one it was Dante and that chick. Can't think of her name.
Yeah.
With the little weird blades. And
weird
then the third.
Yep.
I need to finish the first one.
The first one is a slog. I will say that you get about halfway through and it just doesn't stop.
It's not just that. Like that was fine, but it's just so hard in parts. The part I got stuck in was a fair ways on. It's like you meet this. It's kind of like this giant gelatinous thing, and you get sucked into it, and then inside it, You have to fight all of the bosses that you've previously fought again.
Yeah,
and you can't get out until you defeat all. It's basically a forced gauntlet kind of thing. So, and there's no way to proceed beyond. You have to do that.
Sean, that is where like 80% of people that played Devil May Cry, that's where they stopped.
That's where I stopped.
Boss rushes are rough.
Yeah.
Especially that late in the game, though, because you've already fought like 10 fucking bosses.
Oh, I know.
So it's like a boss rush that takes like 3 fucking hours.
The only equivalent thing I can think of was that fighting through the Dark Realm in Onimusha Warlords, where anybody who watched my recent playthrough, which will be posted over the course of Halloween month, by the way, for those who missed it, those who watched my playthrough of it will know that fucking Dark Realm thing. That was the thing where it's just like wave after wave after wave of enemies, and if you and you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into the Dark Realm, and if you make it all the way down to the bottom, then you get a pretty cool item that helps you at the end of the game. But it is such a like just unrelenting slog to get there. Like I took I don't know how many hours I played getting through that, but everybody was like, just quit. It's like, no, gritty determination is set in. I must finish this. So
Sean, going back, by the way, that enemy in Devil May Cry, he's called Nightmare.
Nightmare, that's who it was. Yes, that's right.
Because if you get through that, you get the Nightmare weapon, which you literally is a mini version of him on your arm.
Nice.
You just aim it and you just go, and like enemies die.
Excellent. Well, there's my incentive then. Well, it's just like in Onimusha, you get to the end, you get like a thing that lets you get a powerful weapon at the end of the game.
You do know that oftentimes taking a break and coming back means you like beat it easily.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, happens all the fucking time.
Plus, I have the remastered version on a few platforms actually, but I've got it on PC. So I thought that'd be great. A great way to come back to it is play the PC version, just crank up the resolution and have it all be all beautiful. Yeah.
But I will say this, Sean.
Definitely want to tackle again.
After you beat that slog of Nightmare, you still have about
what?
You from Devil May Cry.
Sorry, you
the first Devil May Cry. Yeah, I beat it.
Hold on. You froze. You said after you beat him, you have about.
Oh. You have about 10 hours.
Oh, great. Yeah.
You're only about halfway through the game at that point.
Excellent. That's great.
So it's just like I remember doing that, then finally like sitting down. I had to get a walkthrough just to figure out where the fuck to go.
Yeah.
And then with the walkthrough, I did beat the first Devil May Cry, and yeah, it took me like another 10 hours to fucking beat it.
That's fine. I'll revisit it at some point and do the other 3. But
my favorite thing from Onimusha is when at the end boss you got annihilated that one time, and before he even stopped annihilating you, you threw your headphones off and just got up and walked away.
I got up silently and stoically, took my headphones off, set them aside, got up and walked away. I went out for a smoke and then came back.
That's good. Oh, good.
It's all in there. It's in the.
I remember that. It was good shit.
I'm planning to do a compilation of just like fail compilations of all the times I failed, cut down for time to just the exclamations and heartache of both the gauntlet and the final boss battle in Onimusha. So that'll probably show up hopefully sometime at the end of October after the main playthrough. So yeah, look out for that. Watch me fail and rage a lot.
So the next game they showed off, which was which we've seen this trailer before. This is nothing new. They just showed it off again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the trailer for Oddworld Soulstorm.
Oh yeah.
There's a new Oddworld game.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, brand new Oddworld.
I missed that.
Yep.
Oh, it's so cool. I love Oddworld. So.
Yeah, it is a sequel. It is a sequel to Oddworld Abe's Exodus.
Oh, even better. I need to replay that.
Yeah, so it is. It comes straight off. It even says it. Lauren Lanning comes out and just says, "Yeah, this comes straight off the heels of Exodus. It's a direct sequel."
Nice.
And it looks fantastic.
I still have my original copy.
Hey, I have that game.
I paid $10 for it 20 years ago.
I have
or whatever it was, 15 years ago.
I have that game on the PlayStation 3 as a PSN download.
I also have them on the PS3 as a PSN download.
Yeah,
Yep,
only
the first time I
one,
ever
though.
played an Oddworld game, it was a free demo on a CD for internet access I got back in the early 90s.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I also have them on Steam too, because
But yeah, I also have both games on Steam. I have the PS3 versions, and I even have New and Tasty, which is the remake of the first one.
The remake of the first one. Gotcha.
I think I have New and Tasty also.
Nice.
So yeah, Oddworld Soulstorm looks fantastic. All they have to do is just show that same fucking trailer over and over again, and people will get hyped.
Just keep showing it over and over and over.
I know Sean's been following the lore on this, at least with Rose. So you might find this interesting. They did finally show some talkie bits and a little bit of not really in-game, but just some of the world of the new Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's actually Rosie more than that. She's been filling me in on all the lore and backstory and stuff. She watches all the videos about it and the game theories and everything.
Rose watch this trailer because I know it's gonna. If she's been following the lore, this is gonna set off some major red flags.
Really? Okay. Cool.
She's probably gonna go, "Oh shit!"
All right.
You're gonna be watching like nothing happened.
I will find it. I'll find it and I'll watch it with her. And yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because I watched it and I'm like, I literally just watched a game theory on it and I'm just like, oh damn. Okay. So anyway, yeah. FNAF security breach. They didn't show any gameplay. They did show they had a jump scare at the end.
Of course, have to have a jump scare. It's FNAF.
So yeah, they obviously. Now I wrote it down correctly because they kind of made fun of it. They showed more. They actually showed straight up gameplay, like no commentary, no fancy music, just flat out like watching a Let's Play, just with no commentary. Of Demon's Souls.
Demon's Soul. That's right. It's slightly different title.
Yeah.
The first one.
Because it's a ground-up remake.
The first one is Demon's Souls.
Yeah.
The remake is Demon's Souls.
Yes.
Yeah.
S there. And yeah, they literally it started off like there's no now for gameplay of Demon's Souls and all this stuff like that. It just opened up and it looked like the game, and he just ran through. He killed a few enemies, saved it a couple places, and then met this giant blob monster that literally just went. That's Demon's Souls. I'm like, oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah.
And what you were supposed to pull from that, which they later went, oh yeah, this is what you were supposed to pull from this, is that when your character traveled from realm to realm, it was seamless.
Yeah.
He still faded away and faded
this whole
into
thing
the new
again.
world.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know how in the old the Dark Souls games where there's those white walls that you put your hand on and the new world faded in on the other side?
Yeah.
Instead of just walking through it and it taking a second and then you load it on the other side, the wall disappeared.
Yeah.
The white wall just comes down and boom, you're just the old world and the new world are connected now.
Yeah. No, that's good.
So
that's something they've been trying to push towards for a long time, and I think now, with not only faster graphical processors, faster CPUs, but also having SSD fast becoming the standard in consoles, it just gives them the speed of data transfer that they're able to do that now.
Yeah, that instead of what would be your character fades out, fades into the new world. This is it fades out, fades in.
Yeah. What was it like?
Shit.
Yesterday during the marathon, I just showed a little bit of The Thing, the 2002 game on PC, running off my SSD drive, and saying, "Look how fast it loads." Because my old playthrough, of course, was off the PS2, pulling it off of the DVD, and which I think was actually a CD-ROM, so even slower. It was one of the early Purple Disc releases. But, and it would just like the loading animation indicator would just but on the PC it's just blip, done.
Well, I mean, and the fact that the PS3 has a Lynx processor in the solid state means it loads even faster.
Yes.
It's like,
Oh, I actually did a
Go
video
back.
render test on my PC. My dad wanted a video clip for something, so I'm like, oh sure, I'll cut it for you in Vegas. So I did.
Yeah.
It was like a 15-second
fuck.
video or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
broke my
It
pickle.
literally, my PC rendered that video so fast.
Yeah.
It literally just like, you know how like the little box showing the render percentage?
Yes.
It appeared at 100%. It like
Blip.
by the time it took for the thing to fade in, it said 100 and it just faded back out. It's like it just went.
Oh,
So what did you do there, Skinslip?
I broke my pickle. I just lost it.
I'm so trying to,
That's like
It's
I
very
bet my
hard.
Wookiee.
Fucking midnight, and I broke my fucking pickle. And I don't have it. I don't have it
I thought it
anymore.
was
It's
something
just it.
serious, and it's like your
No,
fucking pickle.
no, I'm
I'm
sitting
sitting
here.
here.
It happened right
I
now.
broke my
I'm
pickle.
sitting here talking. And all I hear is Skinslip just like hiss giggling over there.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
trying not to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
like, oh jeez.
Welcome to the show, folks.
This is the insanity
but,
part. I've reached that part.
Cool. So,
But yeah. Anyway,
PS5 load fast.
yes, Demon's
Yes.
Souls looks
Demons.
like actually
Souls.
it looks like Dark Souls 3. It really does.
Nice.
With that kind of graphical fidelity on it. So.
Nice.
So they did announce when the PS5 is coming out and for the prices.
Yes.
And
Goddamn
it is
Mattel.
The one thing we actually
is.
wanted to know, the last one, but they didn't tell us. But now we do.
So yeah,
Now
they
we
did.
know.
They finally did the announcement. November 12th is going to be the release date,
Okay. So
and
before
it's
Christmas.
going to release for $4.99, which is the disc-based version,
Yeah.
and the all digital is $3.99.
$3.99. There you
I think
go.
these are very respectable prices.
Yep. That's actually
Isn't-
pretty
well,
good.
Isn't the Xbox's disc-free version? Isn't that $2.99?
It's like $2.99.
Yeah, but there's a big but there.
Mhm.
Big juicy butt. That the Xbox Series S
Yeah.
is actually going to be slower, physically slower than the
Mhm.
Series X.
Yeah.
The
And isn't it?
digital version of the PS5 will not.
I think Major
No.
Matoka was also saying there's a difference in effective resolution. That the S can do up to 1440p, but the X can do full 4K.
Yeah, the whole idea of the Series X
Okay.
was 120 frames per second, full 4K.
Yeah.
There is
Now-
something serious about this that we need to talk about. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go find it. I'm quoting someone who said it better than me because that's how this works.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's very confusing to me though because the
Gotta
current
go find it.
Xbox One, the Xbox One
Mm-hmm.
is
Here we
capable
go.
of doing 4K.
Yeah.
So why would the next level up, even if it's the lowest price model, why would that not be?
Because
capable
both
of
Right.
systems
Well-
systems are aiming for 120 frames per second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, affordable digital-only consoles reduce the number of copies of a game in circulation. High retail prices with affordable subscription services reduce ownership in general. It's a plan to cut out used games out of the system and control pricing. Remember the last gen when they tried to forcibly eliminate the used game and it failed? Well, they're being smarter about it, selling it as a deal, and they might succeed because of this.
Yeah. Also, Major Motoko says the Series S has a 512 gig SSD, while the digital PS5 has an 825 gig SSD. So that's also going to make a difference in price. It's almost
Yeah.
double the
800
capacity.
What's with those weird numbers? 825?
Yeah.
But some of it,
825.
they section off part of it for their own things. They're giving you
Yeah,
the
it's
rest.
technically it's a
System.
1 terabyte.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they can't.
So they're overall plan to remove used selling of their games. They want you to only
Yeah.
buy new copies of their stuff.
New copies of old stuff. They would just
Yes.
want to resell things to you endlessly.
Exactly,
Yeah,
without
and
having to
I
remaster
wish-
them.
Yeah.
And I wish all these articles would just shut up about the fact that, oh, everyone's disappointed that the PS5 is not going to play natively PS1, PS2, or PS3 games.
Oh.
I go,
okay.
did you
We
really think there
knew
were?
that for a while. Come
Right.
on.
I mean,
Well,
it's just
and-
like, they're like, there's still a chance they haven't confirmed anything. I'm like, do you honestly think
If
Hold
they
on.
have
for one
confirmed-
fucking second that they would build a console that would allow you to play used, old, disc-based versions of games they've been
No.
selling digitally on their
Yeah.
fucking market
Well,
for
exactly.
the last 3 generations?
See, this is something I could see them doing, is having, like what they do with the PS4, having like old PS2 and PS3 games, but with up rendering to 1080p or 4K,
So
thus making it more attractive to buy these old games again.
making the affordable disc-less versions is part of their strategy to control pricing. So what happens is they can only price games so much because the used game market will undercut them to a point. So if they remove the used game market, they can charge whatever they want for game.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars if they want.
And never offer any discounts on it.
Yeah. Well, and they never have to do discounts because there's no used copy anymore.
I know. So everybody buy the disc-based versions. Don't fall for their bullshit.
Well, I mean, I think most people are going to get the Series X over the Series S anyway.
Well, you're getting
because it's faster.
Well, you're getting better resolution, you're getting better processor, you're getting better bigger hard drive, and you're getting an Ultra HD 4K Blu-ray player, so you can watch movies on it too. So come on.
Yeah.
Get the best of all worlds.
Yeah, I can't honestly say that people would go for the disc version on the PS5 though.
Why?
Because unlike the Series S versus the Series X, there isn't any physical disadvantage minus the disc.
Yeah, no, they're both the same. Just one has a drive.
It looks really nice. I'm just saying.
It does
it
look
looks
nice
a little
and
bit
uniform.
more weird when you've got that.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
But
all that aside, that's a pretty sinister strategy.
But for people like us, you know, the disc version is obviously the way to go because it gives us an all-in-one system that can do all the things we want. You know, we can watch movies on it, we can play games on it. We can also collect games in physical media form, which you can't digitally.
They did confirm 2 other things. One was confirmed off the show. This one was confirmed in the show. That the PS5 will be 99% backwards compatible with PS4.
Oh, really? That's cool. So
it'll just natively play disc games.
Nice.
And some people are mentioning it in the chat right now. And the PS5 will also support PS4's VR system.
Nice.
But
there you
go. This is post written by an epic name bro on Twitter. I don't want to steal his shit. He's the one who informed me well that I'm not smart enough to understand this. Okay. Someone had to explain it to me, and I'm like, oh, well, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I want to add to what Eric was saying, what Garbage Gamer was saying here about, or what you said previously about. Did you seriously think they were going to let you play PS2, PS3, and all that stuff? Well, if you remember back on the PS3, it used to be backwards compatible with the PS2. And they took that shit out. They took that shit out intentionally so that they could sell you PS2 games on the PS3 digitally.
Yep.
So that's been a winning strategy for them, by the way. And they've also been using that, I believe, to figure out which games are selling best so that they can figure out, okay, this is a game people really like and really want. We'll do a remaster of this game, you know? So it really is. They're really trying to, they're doing it on purpose. There's no fucking way that they're going to make all these consoles backwards compatible now when it's leaving money on the table for them.
Well, quite literally. Michelle says, I bought 2 digital games at $100 each. If I bought hard copies, like physical copies, I could have got some money back or gifted them. You know.
That is a, sorry, I can't, no. Sorry, I shouldn't say anything out loud.
Okay.
So anyway, the next thing they talked about was how a little bit of a perk for PlayStation Plus members. For the, you know, if you're just walking into a PlayStation 5, but you are an active PlayStation Plus member, you will get as I wrote, a crap ton of PS4 games free on PS5.
Wow.
You will get the following games day one to be able to just log in, download, and play.
And what is this?
PlayStation Plus is perk for if you're a PlayStation Plus member. When you buy a PS5, you'll be able to log into the PlayStation Store and download these games
and just get a bunch of free games. Okay, cool.
Yeah. These are the games. God of War, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian, Ratchet & Clank, Infamous Second Son, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Detroit Become Human, Batman Arkham Knight, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil 7.
Wow, I have almost all of those.
So
that's
for
awesome.
the astute and the people noticed, 98% of these were free PlayStation Plus games at some point down the line.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So this isn't a stretch for PlayStation to be like, here's a shit ton of games for free.
Yeah.
Like, they were free a long ass time ago.
Yes.
A lot of us have these already for free.
It's cool though for new subscribers though. I mean, they get just like this wave of new games.
Signed up right now and bought a PS5. Bam, there's like 20 fucking games.
Yeah, and good games too. Those are really good games.
Yeah, these are top tier titles.
See you in a bit, Skinslip, hopefully.
The wrong button.
Oh no, there you are. Welcome back.
Hold on, I gotta change my source.
That's okay.
I gotta show you something that was posted on Twitter, but since I can't.
What?
My thing sucks.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go.
Computer crashes when I stream screen share.
So what's going on? Oh, I broke my pickle. Okay.
Blade, you get top stars for that. That was good shit.
Nice.
That's some good shit post
Thanks,
right
Blade.
Good camera.
Yeah. And on top of getting all these free PS4 games for being a member, you're getting the benefit of playing them on PS5. You get the higher frame rates, the better visuals, the clean and up, the 4K
loads.
Yeah, quicker, faster loading, faster, 4K upscaling.
Better, stronger.
So, yeah, there's just no... For as cheap as PlayStation Plus is, for what, $50 a year, it's kind of a no-brainer to not be at least some form of PlayStation Plus member.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, this was post at the very end, the little, right at the very end teaser. Ragnarok is coming.
Yes.
New God of War 2021.
That's the one that everybody was like, what? No new God of War when they did the event before. It's like, oh well, I'm sure there'll be one eventually.
New God of War.
There we go.
It had like the ominous music, and I'm sitting there going, shit! Oh god! And then it has Kratos coming in, and he's just like, he's saying like, you gotta fight. Something like that, and then it comes back, and then on text on screen comes up and it says Ragnarok is coming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ragnarok and roll, baby.
I don't know. Have you played and beaten God of War yet? Or have you played God of War yet?
If you mean the PS4 one, no. I've played the first two of the originals.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so I won't say why.
And a little bit of 3.
The sequel is talking about Ragnarok then.
Yeah, I need to get the PS4 version of 3 because 3 runs really hot on my PS3. I think because it's a later gen one that really pushes the hardware.
Yeah. Don't expect much of an actual visual remaster on that, by the way.
That's fine. I just wanted to play without threatening to blow up my system. So
the PS5, I believe, is a terabyte of storage.
It's a terabyte. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a straight.
We actually
terabyte.
covered that earlier in the chat. I don't know if or maybe you weren't here yet. You might not have been here yet. Did you just get here? I know it's first thing in the morning for you.
And thus ended the PlayStation event. It was a really good event. They said they showed off a lot of stuff we already know about, introduced a lot of new stuff, gave us the release date and price. Slammed us right in the new God of War. So
yeah,
it was a good event.
I will say it's kind of a cuck move to make us wait until fucking September to find out what the price is going to be for your console that's coming out in 2 fucking months.
Yeah.
Come on.
To be fair, I mean, if you were looking to pre-order, it's going to be around 500-ish. Because, it's going to be like 400 or 500. I mean, 500 I think is reasonable. That's about what we expected. And it's realistically,
And I can just go over this real quick. If this is your first time hearing any kind of news about the PS5, if you're kind of not in the gaming pulse world like I am, Major Toko just mentioned it. Thanks for reminding me. The new Playroom game. That's if the PS4 had the camera where you could play in the playroom with those little creatures, little robots. Their own little game. New on the PS5 is going to be preloaded on all PS5s.
Oh, it's right.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be pre-downloaded, pre-installed. You can just turn on the system and play the game.
I like those little robot guys. I like smacking them around.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people. I was I saw the trailer for it,
Yeah.
and then I kind of got a little worried thinking people are going to be kind of treating it like the game Knack, which I think is fantastic, by the way. That's a great platformer.
Yeah.
And highly underrated. I think people like it now. They hated it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a full game of what was originally just a tech demo.
Yeah.
And I'd always loved these little characters. And I'm glad that they're getting like a full legit, like almost Jack and Daxter like platformer. And,
well, guys, I mean, I'm sure with the PS5 you can just swap out the hard drive for something bigger. Like I've done that with the PS3 and the PS4. It's not difficult.
We'll have to see how long it takes for their
maybe
SSD technology becomes mainstream. Though.
Yeah, the main thing is the cost. Like, great, you want a bigger SSD drive in there? Okay, be prepared to pay out the ass for it. They're still expensive.
Right now, the drive is proprietary and linked to the CPU, so I don't know.
Yeah, swapping internal.
I'm sure there'll be a way to do it.
It'll probably be like what Microsoft is doing, which it'll be expandable external.
Or it'll be expandable external, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
It's funny that they offer all these...
So do a rack of SSD drives plugged into the USB port.
They offer all these free games. They offer all these free games for the PS5, like,
there we go.
18 in total?
Yeah.
You, like, with how big those games are, some of them, would you be able to fit them all on at the same time?
Oh, you can use an M2?
That's a big,
wait a minute.
Going on right now.
Major Matoka says you could use an M2. Like, there's an M2 slot to expand.
There is.
That is cool.
Yeah, there's an expansion slot, but you can't replace the hard drives. Like,
yeah, no, that's fine. But I mean,
any kind of way to expand it. Yeah.
That's the point, though. Is like
M.2 NVMe.
It's not just an expansion. You can expand.
I didn't actually know that.
You can expand it with like a screamingly fast form of SSD.
I was happy that the fact that they integrated NVMe. The fact that it's also
4,
PCIe Gen fucking 4.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
My current computer running my fucking RTX is not running Gen 4. It's running Gen 3 because Intel needs to get off their fucking ass and actually put it in Gen 4 like Ryzen's been doing for, I don't know, the last fucking year.
Why do you hate M2? It's so fast. Stupidly fast.
Well, don't hate M2. That's going to be the new industry standard.
Large hates it because he's old. He doesn't like
That's true.
I love you, DL.
That's true. He still uses zip drives. What was I thinking?
Commodore. He doesn't need M2 drives. I love you, DL. I love you, JL, too. But
DL and JL, JL and DL, JDL.
Just being silly.
Too flexible. Well, how much are you going to be bending it? You're just sticking it in the computer and forgetting about it.
Too flexible? Oh my god.
Oh,
what?
poop.
What?
I don't know. It sounds like you're being old and cranky and not liking new things to me.
God forbid. I like modular things.
Yeah.
Besides,
okay, hold on.
A
lot of them have like a horizontal tray that it slides into, so it's not going to move. It's locked in place. True. It's not sticking up like a card. That's the old one.
Before you say anything else, D-Large, you want to look at some of the recent motherboard manufacturers.
Yeah.
Most of them, like even on mine, have actually put the M.2 slots in multiple places. Mine has like 3 slots.
Yeah.
It has one on the back. You can actually put it behind your motherboard. And then there's 2 that are actually underneath I/O shields.
Yeah.
So they actually
it's all locked in place. Yeah.
So they lock in, screw down, and then a heat dissipating top goes on with thermal pads.
Yeah.
And that screws in 2 spots underneath, literally holding it to your motherboard.
Yeah. It's not moving.
My motherboard's so old
it
has a FireWire port and not an M2 dot.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yep.
JLDL Michelle, yes.
My old board that I just sold to pay for this one had at least one M.2 slot.
You also got PCI M.
Mind you, no, I take that back. It was not M.2, it was M-SATA.
I have M-SATA. I have E-SATA, you mean.
No, they're M-SATA.
M-SATA?
Oh, I have E-SATA plugs, but no.
This was the standard before M.2.
I have, this board was old and 6 years ago when I bought it, so... But it was the cheapest board that ran the processor I wanted, so that's what I want. And had enough USB plugs.
Those you can also get a riser card to plug into one of your 16X slots that has like 3 M.2 bays on it.
I got this. This is what I got. I had to install
7.4.
stupid drivers to make it work.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a host card, yeah.
How many is that? 7?
7, yep.
Nice.
It
That's
required
cool.
me to install weird fucking drivers to make it work. But, you know. Oh, and it does
Yeah.
not, and I
I
repeat,
will-
does not get seen by CMOS at all.
Great.
It just doesn't exist there. So it's only Windows that works.
Alrighty then.
It was like $20. I ain't complaining.
I know.
That's
See,
good.
like, I know what you're talking about because
Excuse me.
the new M.2s, especially the ones that are PCIe, they do share the lanes with the 16x PCIe slots. So you kind of do need a pretty fast CPU in order to take full advantage of if you have like a screaming fast M.2.
I need a thing on I need a new sign that says you are not high enough.
Need to be more high.
Oh, he's right here.
So is that it for gaming news?
That is it for gaming news.
Excellent. Good stuff.
D-Large, you can always go
Some
for a
good shit this
U.2.
week.
That would solve your. You can do a U.2 to an M.2. That would solve your PCIe slot problem. So.
No, not physically flexible. I mean the answer. Oh. Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought we all thought you meant physically flexible. Like it's too bendy.
I know.
I don't understand the complaint still. That's what he said.
No, what he was complaining
It
about.
accepts too many things in that plug. God forbid.
No, what he's talking about is it's still a PCIe Gen 4 connector, which means it shares all that information that the CPU is pumping out to those Gen 4 lanes, which goes to anything in your 16x slot, including your graphics card. So unless you have the CPU power to run all those lanes, an M.2 could actually steal performance from your graphics card. So
cool. Anyway, pickups. Do we have pickups this week? Pickups?
I have 4.
I also have 4.
I have 14.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My birthday presents came in.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Well, 15 this shirt, but I chose that.
Status 12.
I have 2.
Oh. That's almost 12.
Only 10 less.
Well, let's go most to least.
Really?
Yeah. We'll go Skinslip's birthday madness. Let me just get Edgar out of your face here first.
It's okay. Take your time. I gotta finish cleaning this carb or this bowl, or I will never do it. And
there we go.
I'll go to smoke later, and it'll be all clogged. So I do it immediately, or I just like ADHD it into nothingness.
Excellent. Very good.
Okay. All right. So first and foremost, my friend owns a soap store, so I bought soap from her.
Soap.
It's called Soap and Sorcery, and it's inspired by tabletop role-playing games and video games.
Nice.
And I got a bar of Initiative,
okay,
which is eucalyptus mint or eucalyptus, mint eucalyptus, and I gotta open it up and show you. It's got some nice. Is it gonna show up? See that? Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's like some metallic stuff in there. Not as impressive as this next one I'm about to show you. This one is orange chili soap. Oh, I love the smell of this one. This one's gonna get used first. This
Let me
is
smell.
called Phoenix. It smells really good. It's called Phoenix Down.
That's cool.
And look at that strip of like.
It's got some shiny
gold.
too.
It's beautiful.
Very nice.
And then, I got 2 bars of soap, and then she sent me this cute little card also.
Aw.
It's pretty cute.
Teeth.
Put the rest of my cards. Those go to my bathroom. I put those. I'll move these, so I'll lose them. Then I got a bunch of movies. I'm not gonna do yet. I'm gonna do comic books first.
Yay, comics!
We got Teen Titans Total Chaos, which is like a big storyline in the 90s.
Oh, cool.
It's from, what's it called? It's Deathstroke the Terminator 14 through 16, which connects to my Deathstroke the Terminator trades I already have. That's why I got it. Because it's part of the crossover that I don't have collected. It just has the Deathstroke parts in that trade.
Okay.
And it also has Titans 90, 92, and Teen Titans, T-E-A-M Titans 1 through 3. Ooh.
Titans, yeah, okay.
First time Teen Titans has been reprinted anywhere, so.
Nice.
Next, I have the Proteus Saga, also it's called Proteus.
Which volume
This
is that?
X-Men 111 through 128, Annual number 3, Incredible Hulk Annual number 7,
Nice.
Marvel Team Up 89.
Which volume is it?
6.
6. Excellent. So it's the one right
78, 79.
right after the first batch of the all new, all different X-Men.
Yes.
Nice.
Stuff we haven't had collected before.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's why I'm loving the Epic collections, is we're getting a lot of the old favorites, plus shit tons of stuff we've never had before. Nope. Maybe. No.
Shut up.
Nope. I hate those tease sneezes. Sneezes that almost are, maybe they will be, maybe they won't.
Oh my god, I just went tease, sneezes. Teases.
Teases.
Yes, Timbit. those soaps both smell so good. And this shirt is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Very nice.
I didn't have any yellow shirts, so like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a yellow shirt. All right.
That looks good.
So last comic, the newest volume.
Hey!
Dracula.
Nice.
Did you get this, Sean?
Well, you'll have to wait and see. Are you all up to date on that now?
Yep. I just need Swamp Thing Volume 2.
So I found out some stuff, which I'll go into later for some reason.
Nice.
About some other things that we definitely need to get that's related to that.
Okay.
So I'll talk
Excellent.
about them
So,
after.
Next, some kind person sent me this. I don't know who it was. No one's fessed up to it. If anyone in the chat here did it, please fess up. I got this movie called Lady Libertine in Love Circles, which are 80s Skinamax films. Who's sending me porn? Who the fuck are you sending me porn?
It's definitely not me. I can barely afford to get things for myself.
It's they're like Skinamax movies. So
there will be gifts again at some point.
Wouldn't be me. I don't know anything about that.
I am also not familiar.
Eric is very chaste and pure. He knows nothing about such films.
Next, I got the next.
Totally.
The next 7 items I bought because they were going out of print, and I got a gift card. That's for Amazon. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab all these now.
Nice.
One of them had to buy used.
That's
so I got
print stuff.
Circus of Fear and the 5 Golden Dragons double feature.
Oh, nice.
From Blue Underground. And I got the Million Eyes of Sumeru and the Girl from Rio, which is another Sumeru film. They're related, just so you know. These two are not related.
Okay.
And then we got these 2 unrelated films, Code 7 Victim 5 and Mozambique. These are like action spy films.
Action, adventure, hot girls.
Hard to explain. One's a heist film, I think, and the other's like a private investigator film.
Okay.
From the 60s, by the same director, Robert Lynn.
Interesting.
That's the link. Next is the out-of-print one, Vampire Circus. They're all out of print. All these
Hey, I have that.
This is the one I had to buy used.
Yes.
So, and then I got, of course, I'm sure you can guess, Countess Dracula.
Yes, I have that one too.
Twins of Evil.
Nice. See where this is
going.
They're all
out of print, so I decided, fuck it.
And Hands of the Ripper, of course.
This was $27 when I bought this. So.
Ouch. Yeah, I
the
bought
rest
them.
were like 20.
I got them all like a couple years ago because I thought they were going out of print at the time. Turns out they weren't yet, but
now they are.
I didn't want to chance it, so I got them.
I gotta say, they're going to print, and I guarantee you, Scream Factory's gonna release these.
Probably.
I'm not gonna buy them.
Yeah, oh, probably. They're like trying to get all the Hammer stuff.
Which is great. I'll rebuy them if they make a box set of everything.
Like I'll get them if they do like nice collector's editions. If they're just sort of just straight up.
Hey, these are fucking loaded.
Oh, I know.
I don't know what else
That's what
add.
I mean. Like they'd have to be collector's editions to be comparable to those.
I mean, like
and
these are already like better than most Scream Factory collector's edition, honestly.
In terms of extras, absolutely.
There's a fucking 84-minute special feature on Twins of Evil.
Oh, I know. It's great.
Like
that's part of the Karnstein trilogy too. I think it's the last one.
Is it?
The third one in the Karnstein
I have no
trilogy.
Idea.
Yeah, it's
I forget all of them.
It's Vampire Lovers, Lust for a Vampire, and Twins of Evil. Those are all,
Vampire Lovers already.
Those are all connected.
Lust for a Vampire got a release yet?
From Scream Factory, yes. Just got one recently.
Fuck. Okay, I have to get that so I can have the trilogy.
Get that. And have the trilogy. Yeah.
The only thing I actually bought for myself this month, thus far, I think. No, that's not true. I bought one other thing earlier in the month. One or two things earlier in the month, but like I didn't buy a lot of stuff this month because it was poor.
Yeah.
Trying to save it to move out. And I wanted to get this because it's a limited edition.
Ooh,
Graveyards
nice.
of Honor, which includes Kenji Fukasaku's Graveyard of Honor. And Takashi Miike's.
Oh, nice.
Takashi I don't know how to say it. I'm
Takashi
sorry.
Miike? Something like that?
Yeah,
I know who you mean.
Miike, right? I'm pretty sure it's M-I-I-K-E.
M-I-I-K-E.
Yeah, it's Miike, right? Miike? Maybe it's Maike. I don't know.
Maike? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I apologize.
I just know he's awesome. And I like him.
But you know, I like to get my Japanese limited editions from Arrow, so I had to buy this. So that's everything.
Looks like a nice set.
It's really nice. It's got a nice booklet and everything.
Okay.
I wanted to get this. I almost paid $40 for the DVD of this. I'm so glad I waited.
Yeah.
And I paid $40 for that instead.
Yeah. There's a handful of Hammer stuff I'm kind of holding out buying. It's currently only on DVD, but I'm holding out in the hopes we get Blu-rays. So. Alrighty. Monsieur Eric. You have 4 items, you said. 4.
Ooh.
Quattro.
Quattro.
1 less than cinco.
Miike. Okay.
Miike.
The first thing I picked up is
It's like someone squeezes your balls halfway through saying it. Miike.
No.
What are you guys talking about?
Being rude.
Anyway, picked up the last little bit. I'm going to be installing these tomorrow for my computer. The one thing I didn't really like about it was the cable management. It's got those old ketchup and mustard looking cables and shit.
Okay, yeah.
In it. So I bought some of these.
Hey,
these
there
are
you go.
some cable extensions from Cable Mods.
A little classier.
Cable mods. They're good.
A little classier.
Yeah, so I got, since the theme of my PC seems to be black and red.
There you go.
You got custom cables.
I got some custom black and red cables.
Nice.
I'm gonna do the same thing with my build.
Nice
That looks
cloth
good.
Pink and white cables.
Oh, with the cloth? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so they're just cable
Classy.
extensions, so they just plug in.
Yeah.
I had to end up buying 2 because I was a dumbass.
Okay.
The first one I bought, this one has the 24-pin, the EPS connector, which is the 8-pin to the CPU on the motherboard.
Yeah.
Then it has a 8-pin, and that, which is a 2 4-pin, and then it has 2 8-pin power connectors, which is fine, except the power connectors that run to my graphics card is an 8-pin and a 6-pin. This did not come with a 6-pin.
So you gotta buy another set for a 6-pin.
The other set comes with a fucking 6-pin.
That's how they get you.
So now I have extra, like, PCI Express cable extensions, another set of 24-pin power connectors.
Excellent.
So, yeah. So now that I have all the cables that I actually need, I'm going to be installing those. I'll probably do some pictures of them. I love these cables. They feel like paracord.
Nice.
Yeah, they're braided cables.
Yes.
That's what I have with my mouse. My mouse cable's braided.
Very nice, very nice.
Same stuff.
So
it's not gonna focus.
And this, it finally dawned on me that I didn't own anything about this series. I freaking love this series, and it was cheap to get the entire series.
Huh.
Okay.
Nice when that happens.
So I got volumes 1, volume 2, and volume 3 of Harvey Birdman.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Yes.
I think there was a volume 4 that was only available through the website, so good luck finding that. But,
what, volume 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad volume 4 only has, like, extra weird content on it. This is the entire series.
The actual
series.
series.
All 39 Yeah, this is all 39 episodes.
Okay, well, good.
So, which is all I really care about, is getting the whole series.
I would like to get those too.
These are great. I love these.
Where'd you find them?
Amazon.
Oh, nice.
They were like $15 a piece, so they're not expensive. Like I said, I'm just looking through. They're kind of like going through like the Napoleon Dynamite special edition set.
Mm-hmm.
There's just all these like weird things written all over these.
Yes.
All full of references.
That's nice. I like that.
Case files, basically.
Actual creative packaging. Look at that.
On the back of the package, it says, "In the criminal justice system, there are two opposing but equally important." Wait, wrong DVD. Okay, start over.
I understood that reference.
I got that reference, and for people that
Dun,
didn't,
dun.
yeah, it's a reference to the show Law and Order.
Do.
Let's see, third DVD.
Oh, Sean. No.
I can't do any more than that because it'll get flagged. Because I just sing it so perfectly.
Wait.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, here's a DVD of that show that guy mentioned to you, the thing that one time, but you couldn't remember the name." And then at the very bottom it says, "Oh my God, lol emoticon." It actually says emoticon.
Wow.
So, yeah, the spines are great. One of them just looks like a book.
Yes.
The other one says 3-hour law school. It's a Reducto's Guides to 3-hour law school.
Okay.
Then the other one says Mandamus, Harvey Birdman, Volume 3.
Very nice.
Yes, they fit very nicely on the shelf.
Did you get that thing?
I said,
said.
you always got to add that little toot in there because you always like squeak part every time.
Excellent. All right, who's next? Me, I guess, because I'm the only person left. No. Stout, what'd you get?
Oh, I got 2 pre-orders that I'm sure you know.
2 pre-orders.
Did
you get Tomb of Dracula Volume 4? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, you got that.
That's right.
Mine is on the way, but coming from the U.S., it's going to take a while to get to
Mine's still at Amazon. It hasn't left yet.
Oh, okay.
Right, mine got delayed until Thursday. I was like, this gets released on Tuesday. What the fuck? But yours just hasn't even they haven't even sent it out.
I think mine's been sent. Now I'm going to look
at
mine.
I got to go look at it.
I'm going to look at mine, too. What the hell?
Order details.
The thing I thought was pretty interesting about this is that they have an audio commentary with Greg Gahan, editor-in-chief of cultofmonster.com. But guys, I could have sworn somebody said that commentary tracks don't sell Blu-rays.
Fuck that guy. He's wrong.
I think I heard that somewhere.
He's wrong.
But here they're putting a commentary track on here from somebody who's not even related to the film. It's just a guy who's like a fan of the film. Well, but nobody's going to pay for a fan of a film to do a commentary.
No, that's ridiculous. Who would want that?
But also of note on this Blu-ray that cost me less than $13, brand new, isolated score selections and audio interview with composer David Newman. Interviews with Howie Mandel, producer Andrew Licht, special makeup effects creator Robert Short, vintage interviews with Fred Savage, Ben Savage, makeup effects creator Robert Short, and the director Richard Allen Greenberg. Behind the scenes footage, vintage footage of Howie Mandel's makeup transformation, vintage EPK and VHS promo, theatrical trailer, and still gallery.
Wow, that's a lot of shit.
Special features don't sell Blu-rays.
No, why would we want any of those? People don't care.
No one ever said that.
Yeah.
But someone did say commentaries.
Fan
someone
commentaries.
did tell me on Twitter that commentaries don't sell Blu-rays, and he's so fuckhead for saying that.
Yeah.
I hope someone fucking sends a clip of him saying that.
So,
it took me a while to list all that shit off.
Yes.
$13, brand fucking new.
It's
Are
still
you kidding me?
Specifically $12.69 right now, or 96. It's $12.96. It went up 30 cents. But that's still ridiculous. Anyway, I checked mine. Yeah, it hasn't gone out yet either. It says preparing for shipment, yet somehow it's expected to arrive in the next 10 days. Yeah, it's not going to arrive in 10 days from the U.S. You kidding?
Yeah.
So you're lucky, Stout. You're one of the few.
Apparently.
They got it.
I'm lucky that I got it 2 days late. Are you kidding?
By the way, mine hasn't left yet. It's due here on September 28th. Previously expected to be September 24th.
Same.
September.
That's what my dates are, too. Actually,
I'm
mine
not really
says
particularly worried about it.
between the 24th and the 30th. One says 24th to 29th. The other says 25th to 30th. So
the other one I got, they released at the same time.
Quick question, Sam. Before you do that, is Little Monsters is a different cover underneath the slip cover, or is it the same?
No, it's the same one.
That's
and I don't even fucking care if I get the slip cover or not at this point.
You will because you ordered it soon enough.
I was
but...
just like, I can't really
complain.
complain
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the same cover art and it's the same disc art. It's the same.
It's the same. It's just all the same. Yeah. Okay. Is it at least shiny? Is the slipcover shiny?
Oh yeah, nice and. Can I get the?
Because the other Vestron have like the silvery sheen on the Vestron
Yeah, it's
bar.
got the silver at the top. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Okay, good.
Not bad at least. Like it'd be nice, but like I'm not so sold to those.
Well, no, you'll get it. You'll get it though, because you got it early enough. So
I should, but you know,
you will.
who fucking knows?
You will. You pre-ordered it. You will get the slipcover.
I almost didn't get Gamera. I had to go yell at somebody to get my Gamera, and I pre-ordered it for everybody else.
Yeah.
This one costs the same amount, and it actually comes with 2 audio commentaries. Guys!
Wow. But nobody wants those.
Sell Blu-ray.
It's right.
I'm just going to be happy to have a Cronenberg film I haven't seen yet in my collection.
With David Cronenberg, you know, and then with the co-producer Don Carmody. Like, that's a separate interview, or a separate commentary. It's got a bunch of interviews as well, like the last one, a still gallery, theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spots. Like, there's a bunch of shit on both of these releases that I only paid $13 for.
I know.
So it's like, I'm happy with this.
I remember, like, months ago.
The other release probably has more than this one does. But
I don't know. Isn't there an Arrow release of that, I think? Or no, not Arrow. I don't remember.
Arrow or...
No.
There's an Arrow release of Shivers, yes.
Okay. Region B
I
only,
have
though, right?
More special features?
It's practically the same release because all that stuff. That was prepared by TIFF, I believe, Toronto International Film Festival. They restored the master.
Okay.
And then it's the same everything. It's the same.
So it's a cheaper way to get it this time.
Well, that's good.
It has a menu.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Those 2.
Excellent. Well, that's a good 2.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's 2 I'm waiting for.
But I gotta tell you, it wasn't the commentaries that sold me on that.
As long as they arrive before Halloween, I'll be happy.
You wanted to restore the picture or something, right? So you cover your face up. On the screen.
Oh, the commentary on Shivers is new.
Or actually, you know what I could do is I could put it up big, so
we should go for it.
So you can actually see the shit I'm holding up for a change. Hi, welcome to Double Me, the show. So I'm just such an egomaniac.
Yeah.
All right.
Egomaniac. Jeez.
So first up, I've had this TV show for a very long time, Tales from the Dark Side, the complete series. Very good. And I wanted to get the movie, but the movie's only been available on DVD for a very long time. So I'm lately glad that I warfled. I'm really glad that I waffled on the movie because Scream Factory just put out a collector's edition of it. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. There we go.
Is that like? Oh, okay. I was like, is that like Creepshow, the slip box? No.
No, it's not a hard box, but it's
it
does have the alternate. I actually really like both art on this, the original and the new one.
Really good. I kind of want that slip
box.
They're really good.
Scream Factory, they're the ones that were saying that.
No, it wasn't Scream Factory. No, it was not. It was not. I know who it was. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway. So yeah, interestingly enough, this one is actually directed by John Harrison. John Harrison, I know from the Dune miniseries on Sci-Fi Channel. He directed all of the Dune ones and also did Children of Dune. Horror fans may remember him as the screwdriver zombie in Dawn of the Dead, the original, the one who got killed by getting the screwdriver in his ear. Apparently, he has permanent hearing damage because of that scene, but
holy shit,
holds no ill will towards the movie or George Romero or anything. He's like, it's just something that
God,
happened.
Now I see that, I'm gonna be like, oh,
yeah,
because that means he got stabbed in the ear.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think it was that. It was the fake blood that flooded his ear. It actually did some damage. There was some quality to it that. Yeah. But anyway, so there you go. So my Tales from the Dark Side collection is fully complete. On the
Tales from the Dark Side is a true Creep Show 3. There you go.
It is. Yeah, it's even produced by George Romero, actually. But yeah, great stuff. So really good to have that. And then Monsters is the spiritual successor to Tales from the Dark Side. So.
And Amazing Adventures isn't related to anything, but that should get a release in Blu-ray also.
So that's good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Always really enjoyed the series, and look forward to watching it. Now we talk about Hammer a lot because we've been collecting a lot of Hammer as of late.
Knock it off at the prices of fucking Walmart and Canada, please. It's really not information anyone needs in our chat.
I have it. It's okay. Please stop quoting Walmart prices.
Yeah. Please stop.
It doesn't
Walmart
help.
Walmart doesn't give affiliate links. It doesn't help the stream.
Yeah, it literally doesn't help anybody here. We generally only post affiliate links because it's part of how we make our money. So anyway, talking about Hammer.
Love you, brother. Put that out.
Okay.
Yes.
Talking about Hammer, I finally got the missing piece to my Modern Hammer collection. I thought I had this, and I was really confused when I couldn't find it. So I went back through my own collection overview videos to find where the hell it was. And it turns out I did have it back in like 2011 on DVD, but I wanted to get it on Blu-ray. So I guess I must have sold the DVD at some point with the intent to upgrade to the Blu-ray, and then forgot that was my plan and never got the Blu-ray. So when I went to put together my complete stack of Modern Hammer to do like a big update / overview of the Modern Hammer collection, I was like, where the fuck is this movie? So finally came to the realization I do not in fact have it, so I decided to rectify that situation. I'm of course talking about Hammer's first feature film in like, what is it, fucking 40 years? Let Me In with Chloe Grace Moretz. Yes, their first film.
A good remake, by the way.
Very good remake. Ooh. Yeah, I really liked this a lot.
That's a cool cover.
And I thought,
it's a Canadian only cover.
And I thought, well, if I'm going to get this,
to the French,
I should also get the movie it's a remake of, which I've actually never seen. So
I had the remake. I had the original movie on DVD and the remake on Blu-ray, which I have not seen. I haven't seen the remake, but I've seen the original.
Okay, see, I've seen the remake, but I haven't seen the original. So this, I did not get the book because I did not know there was a book. I'm collecting movies right now. So anyway, so this will be a double bill at some point, so very cool. Looking forward to it.
Did you get the book? No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's always better.
Does the book
is
of
he
Blu-ray?
Asking me? Is he talking? I don't know. But the right one is then shame on Brinsley for something. I don't know. Oh, because he didn't see either one. I'm so confused.
No, the book is referenced to you, and the answer is books. That's not a Blu-ray.
Yeah, exactly.
I
don't necessarily need to read the book of every single movie that's based on a book. Sometimes I just want to watch the movie and then move on. That's all I need for that story.
Yep.
So anyway,
the book is always better. It is, but it's also longer.
Speaking of books. And then I can talk about some things I wanted to sort of elaborate on here. Yes, indeed, I did get Volume 4 of the Tomb of Dracula. I
like how we got it in the same week, though.
I pre-ordered it through Amazon CA, so we probably just both.
I pre-ordered from my comic shop.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I try to support my comic shop first. If he doesn't have it, then I'll go.
My comic shop is only a store, and the store is closed. So.
Oh, mine's a store, but does mail order, obviously.
Yeah, mine does not, as far as I'm aware. So that's that.
God, I love that. I can't wait to get that far.
Anyway,
I started back up on. I'm on issue 6 of Swamp Thing, so that's where I'm at with that.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, like, if you ever had any doubt that Gene Colan was inspired by Jack Palance for the design, I mean, look at that. That is totally Jack Palance.
Owns fucking right.
As Dracula. So.
Oh, yeah.
So this volume contains Tomb of Dracula issues 36 through 54, Doctor Strange number 14, which is a crossover story that continues in Tomb of Dracula. The final 2 issues of Dracula Lives, numbers 12 and 13, and a story from Legion of Monsters number 1. Now, something interesting as I was reading these. Now, I finished reading volume 3 the day before this arrived, or no, the day this arrived. So I was like, perfect timing. I timed that perfectly. So it's volume 4 is now my bedtime reading. So as I was reading volume 3, I was reading some of the Dracula Lives stories, and some of those stories feature Lilith, the Lilith character, who's the daughter of Dracula. Very interesting character. I really wish they'd done more stories with her. But so I'm reading this Dracula Lives story about Lilith, and it keeps referring to some other story that I didn't recall. And it's like, as seen in Vampire Tales number 6. And I'm like, go back through the other issues, flip. Okay, here's Lilith. That's a Tomb of Dracula issue. Where's this Vampire Tales issue? It's not in there. They don't have any of the Vampire Tales stuff. So I was like, what the fuck is Vampire Tales? So I went and looked, and it's yet another horror comic that Marvel published in the early 70s. So I was like, well, fuck, why don't they have that stuff in here, too? It's obviously part of the continuity. So, like, it went into the Lilith story, and it was, like, part 2 of several interconnected stories, the first of which was in Vampire Tales. I'm like, fuck. And then, it doesn't end there. Blade, as you know, is a major character in Tomb of Dracula. He's, like, one of the main characters through a good chunk of it. He also appears in some other stories, and
that's in the horror volume, right?
And again, no, it isn't. And again, referring to Vampire Tales. It's like, as seen in Vampire Tales, numbers 8 and 9. Well, I didn't see it. Where the fuck are these stories? So I went on.
Cut for space.
So I went on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, let me just check on a whim. Have they ever done any kind of compilation of Vampire Tales? And sure enough, they did. Back in 2011, they published a 3-volume collection that reprints all 11 issues of Vampire Tales. Needless to say, they're all out of print, but they're still fairly reasonably priced. At least volumes 2 and 3 are, which have the relevant stories to the Tomb of Dracula
story.
They're
just called Vampire Tales?
They're just called Vampire Tales. 3 volumes, black and white, with, I would assume, color covers. But but it is a part of the continuity. So it has, like, stories featuring Morbius the Vampire, Living Vampire. It's got, I think it has some Dracula stuff in there as well. It's got Lilith. It's got Blade. It's got, like, a whole bunch of different vampire characters. So, what?
That paperback's $50.
Yes,
volume 1.
The first volume is like $50. The other 2 are like $20. Well,
that's all I'd say is fuck.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they're out of print. That's the lowest I could find it for, even in Canadian dollars.
I assume you ordered them already?
They are sitting in my cart. I am waiting to have enough money because I've already blown the budget this month on other things.
That's what's happening right now for me in all my cart.
Yep. But it doesn't end there. There's still other stuff. Now, I was curious to see, like, okay, we're getting pretty far into the Tomb of Dracula saga. This volume wraps up Dracula Lives and all the sort of side stuff. So all that's left is the last 16 issues of Tomb of Dracula. So following that, they actually brought Tomb of Dracula back briefly in the black and white magazine format under the same title, Tomb of Dracula, and that ran for 6 issues and continued the story. So I thought, okay, so probably the next volume will be the final 16 issues and then the 6 black and white issues, and then we're done. So I took a look because on Amazon, because a few years back they published Tomb of Dracula as a series of 3 omnibus volumes. So I'm like, well, let's take a look and see what's in the omnibus volumes, and that'll give us an idea of what's left that they're likely going to publish in the complete collection. So sure enough, they published, in that case, they did all the Tomb of Dracula issues, then they did all the black and white ones after. But Tomb of Dracula 1 through 6, the black and white ones, were part of it. Interestingly enough, the collected editions that we've been getting, the paperbacks, actually have a few more things in them that were not in the omnibus edition, such as Giant-Sized Spider-Man #1, which is a Dracula story.
Yeah.
But that's not in the omnibus editions. For whatever reason, they left it out. So So then after that, in the early 90s, Marv Wolfman and Gene Coleman reunited to do a 4-issue prestige format series, Tomb of Dracula, which basically picks up the story like 20 years later. Fans are kind of mixed on it. They say in some cases it kind of ignores certain things from the continuity and kind of goes off in its own direction, but whatever. I want it just for more of that.
Books, that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I just want it for more of that beautiful Gene Colan artwork. So that is collected together in like a single volume trade paperback edition. It goes for about $20-$30. So it was prestige form, so each issue was like 48 pages, so it's about 200 pages for the story. That likely will not be included in the complete collection, because when they do the last 16 issues and the 6-issue black and white series, they'll already be hitting about the same page count as what we've had in the previous 4 volumes. So there's that. And then finally, last but not least, we have the adaptation of the original novel, the comic book adaptation of the original novel, adapted by Roy Thomas with art by Dick Giordano. That they were doing
format originally.
No, they were doing it as they were doing it serialized in Dracula Lives. So every couple issues they would have a new chapter of it or whatever, or a new episode of it. They got as far as doing 6 parts, which was, you know, a good chunk of the story, and then Dracula Lives was canceled. So they did a 7th part, which was published in Legion of Monsters. That's what's included in Volume 4 here, by the way. That's
Just
all.
Part 7 out of nowhere.
Is Part 7, yeah.
But none of the other parts.
And then the Legion of Monsters only lasted the 1 issue, and that was it.
It was a special, basically.
It was a special, essentially. And then, so it just kind of sat there in limbo. It's like, well, are we ever going to get the rest of the adaptation? Yes. About 20 years later, Roy Thomas and Dick Giordano got back together and finished the adaptation. And that is available in a collected edition. It has all the previously published stuff and all the new chapters. And it's in color, which is interesting because the original was black and white. But
that was like 1991 or something like that, right? I think I remember that.
Tomb of Dracula was like 1991. The Dracula adaptation was like early 2000s, I think. It was like way later that they did it.
Really? Oh, but, man, I kind of swore that was the 90s.
I'm not sure when it was, what format it was originally published.
I'm not sure. My brain's so fuzzy on that one. But I do wish that
they might have done it in prestige format, like the Tomb of Dracula revival, but I don't know.
I do want like Boom or Dynamite Studios to release Golden Apple's Death Dreams of Dracula. It's like only like 8 issues.
That'd be cool.
I want this anthology series of all the dreams Dracula has while he's in torpor at the end of the first movie. It takes place at the end of the first movie. He gets a stake in his heart, right?
Yeah.
And that puts him in torpor, which is like a death-like slumber until the stake is removed.
Yeah.
And in that time, he's having dreams.
Well, that's interesting, because that's like in Tomb of Dracula. When he gets staked, he's dead, but only as long as the stake stays in him. It like basically puts him in, well, as you say, in torpor, or in. He appears dead. He appears to be
torpor
a corpse,
is death-like slumber.
But he's actually, and he looks like an emaciated skeleton. But if the stake is removed, then he reforms and he's alive again.
That mythos was added into the Vampire the Masquerade stuff. That's part of their thing.
Okay,
they took the word torpor. They put the because that's all from mythology.
The stake would paralyze them, and they'd put them out in the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, I thought I was curious. Like, well, we're getting really far into it. How much is left, and is there anything else I need to get?
You really went into the weeds.
So yeah. So basically, we've got one more volume, and that set will be done finally 5 years later. Then the 3 volumes of Vampire Tales, the Tomb of Dracula 90s revival, and the Dracula comic book adaptation, and then we'll have absolutely everything up until the era that we care about. So anyway, I've got all those other books sitting in my cart waiting. Hopefully
I just added everything to my cart.
Hopefully I can get them soonish.
And the Marvel Horror and the Frankenstein also, because I gotta get those also.
Those are out of print. Those are out of print, so grab them while you can.
Werewolf by Night is the same cost of buying the omnibus. So it's like, fuck.
Oh my god. Oh, you didn't get that one?
I never got Werewolf by Night, no.
Yeah. See, I grabbed those when I was lucky. I grabbed them when they came out. So I didn't waste any time on them. I think it was.
I kept staring at them and just not buying them because I was prioritizing Blu-rays.
Yeah.
There goes some horror comics through the fingers. Oops.
I know.
Can't afford everything.
The 70s Marvel horror stuff is just so goddamn good. It's been just such a treat experiencing it all for the first time.
And we just need a collection of the 90s Blade stuff.
Genuine epic sagas. Yeah. Well, kind of
like a standalone comic.
Like the reinvention of Blade.
Well, he went through a few false starts, and then the movie came out, and went through a few more false starts, and then he finally got revived. Like, had a pretty long series after that.
He was in...
That's been collected, but...
He was, like, guest character a lot. I remember in Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers in the early 90s.
Oh, such a great fucking comic. So cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember Blade from that one.
That was good shit.
Yeah, good cheesy.
I mean, those characters were adapted in Blade 3 album, Blade Trinity albums.
Yeah. But
not very successful, in my opinion.
No, kind of like that's not the Night
And
Stalkers,
Morbius wasn't there for some reason. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's right, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I don't know.
My personal thing from that era, that was called the Rise of the Midnight Sun era, by the way.
Yes.
And my favorite was the pages from the book of Darkhold. Pages of the book from
Darkhold, yeah.
Which is a book mentioned in Doctor Strange years prior.
Actually.
And Werewolf by Night.
Yes, I was going to say, like, Werewolf by Night. Yeah, it is a really important part of the Werewolf by Night story. Because that's the story where the book actually gets destroyed. And
now, I have those stories collected under the Rise of the Darkhold volume, which is an Avengers branded volume.
So you got some of it.
I've got all those stories, like all the crossovers that happened in the other stories. So I've got some of Werewolf by Night.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want like a X-Files like series for Pages of the Darkhold. The whole point of that story was the Pages of the Darkhold had been scattered to the winds after the Rise of the Midnight Suns, and they had to go. Their mission was to collect the pages.
Oh, okay.
They were like the X-Files, reading reports, going to that place, trying to solve
or Friday the 13th, the series, tracking down where all the cursed objects were sold.
Exactly. And that was like such a cool, such a cool story.
The She-Hulk, we know we can get everything on Comixology. We don't want it on Comixology. We want it in a book, in our hand.
I have most of them in floppies.
Yeah.
The problem is like trying to replace those too. So.
Yeah. I like
They're
having
fucking flipping through pages.
You get that smell of a nice new book, you know.
There are ways to get it digitally, and I just don't care.
I don't want both. I just want the book.
Want the book.
That's it.
I want to go back and reprint it.
Want it on my shelf.
Complete collection.
I want to hold it in my hand. I want to feel the pages as I turn them.
Re-release the Werewolf by Night under the complete collection banner.
Beautiful glossy paper that Marvel uses for their epic collections.
Turn the page.
Very high quality.
Wash your hands.
That came out from Disney.
Turn the page. Wash your hands.
Oh, come on now.
And you
it's not that bad. Use tweezers. You're supposed to use tweezers. You don't have to use your hands.
Tweezers.
Yeah. Or you just get cotton gloves. I mean, if you really want to be hardcore about it, you just wear cotton gloves. Like,
I always remember
there are actual comic readers that won't touch their comics with bare hands.
I remember that reminds you that. That reminds you of that episode of The Simpsons, early episode of The Simpsons, 3 Men in a Comic Book, where
oh god,
what was it? Bart, Milhouse, and Martin all go in together to buy the first issue of Radioactive Man.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they're like in the clubhouse reading it, and they like sterilize the tweezers on a candle, and then gently turn the page, and yeah, it was great.
I don't want to look at an 85-inch LED. I want to put it in my fucking hands and read it in bed and fall asleep on my face.
Exactly. Like, literally, the other night.
I respect it.
Literally, the other night I was reading Volume 4 and just passed out, not even realizing it. And what woke me up was the book falling onto my face. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it's that time. I will continue you later.
I got like half the way through issue 7 of Swamp Thing, and that happened. I'm gonna start over again because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I have lots of comics. Most of the comics I have either in my trade reactions I got in floppies or I have digitally.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want something that's not prone to bit rot, something that's not prone to data loss.
Bathroom, fuck that. I don't read comics in the bathroom. I read them in bed. I don't read anything in the bathroom.
And in bed.
The only kind of paper in the bathroom is the kind that goes into my ass crack.
You don't leave them in the bathroom because you'll fuck them up, but you take them in the bathroom, you read, and then, you know.
No, I just my reading is
a dangerous game.
To be fair, mostly I watch YouTube in the shitter.
Yeah, my reading is done either in bed or on the couch over there. That's it. Those are my reading
in
places.
Bed, usually.
Actually, now that I have this nice reclining chair, I might do some reading there too.
And also apparently taking
very
naps
comfortable.
after falling asleep with a comic in your face.
That's crack paper, yeah. Exactly.
That's crack paper. Yes, you're very helpful. I appreciate it, and I
That's
respect
fine.
your way of viewing the comics. Everyone gets to review their
That's
own way.
fine. It's just like digital
We're
comics.
weirdos.
Digital comics are just not for us. It's not what we are interested in.
It's not the same experience for me.
No.
I like turning the page.
Same.
Really, there's a real tactile joy of turning pages.
There
like,
is.
Oh shit, are these pages stuck together?
well,
my favorite is you turn, you're like, wait, this is not making sense. Oh wait, I missed a page.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because something they didn't quite cut it probably, or it's like, wait a second, flip back. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Flip back. You know, I mean, it's just there's a satisfaction to doing that. I mean, yes, you can do that digitally, but it's just not the same. You can search the fast index to find that part of the story, but that's not the same either. I want to flip through it and find it my own damn self. That's part of the satisfaction.
Whatever, old people.
So
Gen Xers.
All about
Not
the
Gen X
tactile.
though. He is.
Blade. I might be in the bathroom right now watching the stream. You'll never know.
No VR reading. Actually, VR reading would be kind of fun. Actually, it's kind of like, ooh, turn the page. That'd be fun, but that's not what I want.
Yes, I hate it when there's glue on the edges of the paper, which damages the pages just trying to open it. Yeah, that could be annoying.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Or when pages, like when they're printed, they're still slightly damp, and then they get stuck together. That's the worst too.
Well, VR reading wouldn't be the same either, though, Tim, because you're lacking that physical, tactile contact with the pages. You know?
Until they have gloves that.
Well, and then
feedback.
maybe, but to be
At which
anywhere,
point I definitely want to read them then, because that'd be fun.
to be on the same level, it would be like it would have to be very advanced.
But see, the
recreate
cool thing
same
about
experience.
that is the tactile feedback gloves. They could make the pages really heavy, and reading comics could be a workout. Do you even lift your comics, bro?
Lead-filled comics, lead-lined pages.
I mean, like, that's a good workout. Man. Hey, just saying.
See, then you would want to read the omnibus editions.
Yes.
In virtual space.
Table breaking.
Yeah. So did we watch any movies this week?
Yes, but I had to go pee first.
Okay.
I'll talk about the ones I watched without her.
Okay.
Did you watch any, Eric?
No.
Eric doesn't watch movies much.
Not as many.
I watch more TV shows and play video games.
Yes.
I did beat Doom Eternal, though.
Did you see any good cinematic cutscenes in a video game this week? That's kind of like a movie.
I just beat Doom Eternal. That was my.
Okay.
So yes.
There you go.
I played through the entire game on Hurt Me Plenty.
Uh-huh.
And I had to go all the way back to Please Don't Kill Me for the very last boss.
Oh, really?
Because I literally could not stay alive for more than 3 seconds.
Wow.
And
that's
it's just
crazy.
Like, the game is brutally difficult. On the harder difficulties, it is like not even for me. It goes quickly past this is no longer fun.
Yeah, I just want to see how it ends by this point.
Oh yeah, since I've fought all the way to the final, and I'm just like, I just want to beat it.
I just want to move on with my life.
It does have a great feature that you can actually on the fly change the difficulty, and it is kind of cool. You can actually see it happen. Like if you're on the easiest difficulty and you set it to nightmare, you'll actually see enemies spawn in. And then if you switch it back off nightmare back to easy, they will spawn away. So you can kind of do like this whole spawn in, spawn away, spawn in, spawn away, and just make them appear and disappear.
Oh, with the difficulty level?
Yeah, it dynamically changes.
Interesting.
As you change the difficulties. So because you could do it in the game in the middle of a mission, you can be like, oh, this mission's too tough. Go into the options, switch it to an easier difficulty, and it quickly changes.
Oh,
you just see enemies disappear.
Yeah, but I
was crying
from the
for a while
easiest
there.
to Hurt Me Plenty
That's all right.
in this hallway, and like
Gotta
3
go,
more
you gotta
enemies
go.
just, like phased into existence. I go, oh, okay.
I get it now.
Fuck, what did we watch?
Anyway. Good night. I'm going to
Night,
bed.
buddy.
Good night,
Bye,
garbage
bye.
gamer. Have a good
Everything
one.
canceled.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, don't have to move the book picture. Okay, good.
Okay, so there's this.
Uh-huh.
And then I did my movie marathon.
I was going to talk about the movies that I watched without you.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the first one was Thirst, which Park Chan-wook film, who also did the Vengeance trilogy.
Okay, yeah.
And it's actually a fairly... it's going to stick with me for a while. It's a vampire movie that is going to stick with me for a while. And there's just something specifically about South Korean movies in general. It's not like, it doesn't even matter what the fucking genre is, but South Korean films in general have some kind of a weird comedy to almost all of them. Even like the most serious fucking film, there's like some comedic element to it. It's just something about South Korean films. I don't know why. It's just like part of their culture, I think. But yeah, there is a somewhat comedic element to this, but it's also quite serious film. And I don't want to give too much away. It would feel like a betrayal to explain even like the very basic premise of it.
Then don't.
Okay.
My favorite thing about Korean films is they're always so fucking good. It's wild how good they are.
The way that this one ends is just like, it's one of those endings. It's not the type of ending you see every day, really. And even in the ending, there's an element of comedy to it too, like not even just like new age comedy, but traditional fucking slapstick comedy.
Okay.
At the end of it, so it is, and at the same time, something really sad is happening. So it's just like. It's really hard to explain, but it's a very good movie. I recommend checking it out. I think Sean, especially, you're gonna love this one. I think Skinslip as well, but I think you should definitely love this one.
Thirst. Well, I'll have to check that out.
It's from Kino Lorber.
Nice.
And so it should be on sale at some point again. Anyways,
more likely I might get it then.
I watched last night.
Which one?
You get that on Blu-ray. I had the DVD.
Oh, Village of the Damned. Yeah.
I had the double feature.
Movie. I had never seen it before.
It's the original.
I can see how it was kind of somewhat of an inspiration for movies like Children of the Corn, but it's so totally different from that as well. It's
Children of the Corn is much more drive-in focused. That's why
this is more of like a science fiction kind of movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool though. I really enjoyed this one, and honestly some brutality to it that
it's so good.
You wouldn't expect from a movie made in 1960. So yeah,
I don't know. I just watched a movie from 1964 where there was gore. So I mean, I think that's when they think that they were starting to toe the line.
Well, when did that one come out?
1960.
Okay, yeah, we're starting to see, definitely, like
just a little bit.
When was Night of the Living Dead? It was like it was around the same time.
68.
68. Oh, that's way later.
68 was the whipping point. 68 was like Vietnam. We were having like all this.
Yeah.
It was like it was a reflection of this trauma that we were seeing on TV, on live TV, because Vietnam was like being broadcast live on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I know in the 70s that's when it just exploded. But yeah, the 60s there was a few that were starting to push the boundaries.
I liked about Village of the Damned the most was that it had this almost thin veneer. Like it was a very thin veneer of a anti-communist agenda.
Okay.
They don't outright explicitly state it, but it's like this looks like a lot of the other anti-communist shit I've seen from the era.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, Yeah. Anyways.
That's the only thing you watch?
What did we watch together?
Okay, well, first, I've lost my window. We watched Ringu 2, so we finally saw the real sequel to The Ring.
There you go.
Which I liked a lot better than than Rasen.
Yep.
It didn't jump the shark in the last 30 minutes. It was well written.
Mm-hmm.
There was some amazing dialogue. Do you remember the piece of dialogue that you loved, Stout? There's a piece of dialogue, and he goes, "Oh my god!" He's like,
I remember the dialogue from Spiral or Rasen.
No, there was another one in Ringu 2.
No, I don't remember that one.
All right, fair enough.
I will say the line in Spiral or Rasen was better in my opinion, but
but you remember that one? That's probably so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I remember that one.
We're gonna probably watch Ring Birthday this weekend, so tomorrow.
Ringu 0, you mean?
It's yes, Ring 0 Birthday.
Like
yeah.
I like Ringu 2 better than the first Ringu. Not like way better, obviously, but like I still think it's slightly better.
What I like about Ringu 2 is it's more of a direct connection.
That's what I felt.
They're both direct connect, but like this direct connection actually deals with the same character. And meanwhile, Rasen is like a direct connection to the case, but there's new characters involved in it, which either is an acceptable way of doing a sequel. And like I said, I liked Rasen for the most part. The ending was not so great, but like Ringu 2 was just a tighter film.
That's kind of what I vaguely. It's been a long time since I've watched them, but that's what I remember feeling about them as well. Was that the second, like Ringu 2, just seemed like, as you put it, a more well connected sequel. Like it felt like more of a logical continuation.
Yes, that's right.
The
it felt like more like a logical continuation. Exactly.
Yeah. But similarly, I recall liking all of them. But
well, I like that we're going to see the third one.
But in terms of the sequels, I thought that the second one was the best of the two.
Have you not seen Ringu 0?
I have. I've seen all 4 of them.
Yeah. He has the DVD set with all 4.
I got the DVD set like ages ago.
And now we have the Blu-ray set. So.
Yes, I do not have the Blu-ray set.
But they're coming out in individual releases, and Ringu 2 has Rasen as bonus feature, so you can get.
Oh, so it'll only be 3 to get.
Yeah. Yep, it's those 3 Rasen, the bonus feature, and Ringu 2.
Is the set not
available? We didn't know it until we. What's that?
Is the set no longer available?
No, it's out of print, but they're single releases of each one. It's just the same, and so there's a set with a booklet, limited edition set. Then there was the standard set, which is out of print. And it's out of stock. It's not really out of print. It's waiting for a reprint.
Yeah.
But the single releases are also available, and it's all the same content, minus the book from the limited edition.
But I want the book. I like the books.
Well, it's been out of print for a while. I'm sorry. I don't even have that.
I like the books.
We both have it. We've got the regular.
Rec Collection's available again.
I already want the book. It's not.
All right.
So I should get that one.
Next, we watched our very first nunsploitation film called The Other Hell, directed by Bruno Mattei.
The Other Hell. Okay.
This movie was wild as fuck, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like holy shit. Do you remember anything about this, Stout?
I remember the story about where it came, how they found it. Like,
yeah, they found. Okay, so
crazy to me. Like, what?
We're watching this movie, this crazy ass movie. This fucking wild lady, this like, this depraved sexual shit and violence. And I flip over the back of the box. And I'm like,
they're nuts.
Yes, like discovered in a nunnery. Oh, okay. Because of the original elements of this, I think are gone. So they found a print, one of the only remaining prints of this movie, in a nunnery behind a fucking crumbling wall.
That's hilarious.
And it's a movie about a possessed nun. It's basically like The Exorcist, but it's affecting a nun instead of a lady or a lady's daughter, right? So, like, it's.
I wouldn't say it's exactly like.
No, it's so wildly different. But like,
a couple different movies.
This is from 1984, 1980.
Isn't it like 1980 on the dot?
1981. So it takes Exorcist and Poltergeist and like a dozen other like possession films. Exorcist 2 probably also a bit. Like, but a bunch of stuff because it's Bruno Mattei. He's the true. When someone says, "Oh, Quentin Tarantino is a cut and paste director," it's like, you've never seen a Bruno Mattei film. Go away. It's real cut and paste. I love his movies, but they are literally scene for scene ripped from another movie and shoved in his movie. More so than Tarantino. Tarantino changes things, changes settings.
In
He does.
In this case, I don't feel like a lot of it was cut and paste. I feel like there was some more originality with this.
I just think it's because we haven't seen all the sources.
Possibly.
I've seen a lot of Bruno Mattei films.
But,
I don't think I've seen one original one yet.
Together, like it looks.
This seems original, but I'm not like knee deep in this fucking genre. So
you're also like, but you're also like, I know Bruno Mattei. This definitely was pulled from something.
Yeah, I fucking know Bruno Mattei. He's one of my favorite directors. So, like, he definitely copying some shit here, and of course by copying him, he's doing his own thing, but it's basically the same fucking setup, the scene or whatever. Next, we watched the Korean horror film, Alive. I forgot we were up late this night. Jesus, we watched 5 movies.
Oh yeah, #Alive. Yeah.
Nice.
#Alive from 2020, which is about this hermit, this Hikamaru. What is the fucking term for like someone who never goes outside, like once a month type? That's what I am right now.
Me.
Let's just say he was a streamer. He was.
Yeah, he was a streamer, and so like.
So it's a movie about me.
Yes, we were watching. I feel so relatable. So we're sitting there, and like the fucking world, ends like fucking zombie apocalypse, and like, he's crushing on this girl across the way, and hikikomori. Thank you, Weissman. Hikikomori is the word I'm looking for.
Hikikomori.
I don't know if that word is Timbit, kid. I don't want to insult anyone by saying that word. I don't know what that means.
Leeway. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Hermit.
I can't. I don't know. I'm guessing it means
crab.
like hermit. But like, yeah, like it's this hermit who doesn't have any interaction with people outside the internet, like us. And then like there's the girl across the way, and that whole deal. And it's like. So us in the movie, but like
yes, that definitely sounds like it.
So fucking intense.
I need to see this.
Almost shaking from anxiety.
Let's call it #Alive.
#Alive.
Is it on stream?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Sweet.
The Netflix original for us. I don't know about for you.
I will add it. I will look for it right now. You're gonna take a look.
Yeah, you would absolutely like it, Sean.
I'm enjoying. See, this is like the what I'm talking about, the desktop horror genre. Like, we're getting more and more of them, and I
but
like.
It's not desktop horror. It's actually him running around his apartment and stuff.
Okay, but still.
He does spend a little bit of time on his computer, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like our lives. That's all.
Oh, Ratchet is out now.
And then we watched Wild Beasts from 1984.
Yes, it is here. It is here. I'm going to get it.
Top your list. You should definitely watch it. It's
I'm adding it to my list right now. It's on my list.
Highest recommendations.
There you go. I might even watch it tonight after the show. Wild
Beasts from 1984, which is a very late entry into the Animals Attack films, in which they decide, you know what, let's have all the animals attack. This fucking zoo gets
garlic
poisoned, I guess, from PCP and various other drugs poisoning the water. And this elephant stomps on some lady's head.
No, they won't,
Stewie. This lady stomps on this lady. This elephant stomps on this lady's head, busts through a wall. It's like just fucking crazy shit happens.
Thank you, man.
Oh yeah. Also, there's some real, actual animal violence. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one? What is it? Can you hold that up, Stud? What is it? Wild Beasts. Okay.
Yeah, it's Wild Beasts. Sorry, from 1984.
But yes, there's a lot, I will say, just from the very first 5 fucking minutes.
Yes.
There is some shit that is very disturbing if you love animals.
I will give you content warning. The very fucking beginning.
That already, what?
Content warning. A minute and a half into the movie, a horse's head is seen being fucking butchered. Like,
lovely.
Like not a living horse, but like the
literally
horse's
cut
head.
in half.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's also a cat that's eaten alive by a real cat that's eaten alive by real rats. Then there's real rats lit on fire.
Wow.
Yep.
There's one other instance.
Scurrying around on fire. Yeah.
There's some other instances,
there was the tiger that they tranquilized and
oh my god, it was having a fucking seizure. Yeah,
wow.
They tranked it and it had a seizure. Oh, that's normal. I'm like, I don't think that's fucking normal. I've never seen
that's
that.
Normal.
Wow.
That's fucked up,
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of the point of the movie.
Yes,
but
it's trying to give you that thing.
This classic hypocrisy, if you will.
Yeah.
Because it's like the message you're trying to send here is not to fuck with nature, but in order to send the message, you're fucking with nature, literally.
No, one of these. It's a real movie. Yeah. It just has animal footage inserted because it's by the guy. What's his name? Oh, fucking looked it up. He's the guy who directed. Franco Prosperi. Thank you. He's the guy who directed Mondo Cane, all the Mondo Cane films.
Oh, okay.
So he's got all this animal footage that he's recorded over like a decade prior, 2 decades ago prior. But it's like Cannibal Holocaust. And that's got real animal death footage, and you should definitely be aware of that before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very, very disturbing on that side of things.
You can turn away.
You feel really bad. You feel really bad about having fun watching it, though. It's like I don't like the fact that animals are being harmed during this.
But everything else is so much fun.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, outside of the animal carnage, it's really fun.
Worm Disease is asking, is this kind of like Faces of Death? Like, is it?
No, I already answered.
Oh, okay, I didn't catch that. Sorry. Because it sounds like it's just one of those shock films. Like, look at all these horrible things happening.
It's got 4 instances of real animal cruelty, and the rest of it is all the animals smashing humans' heads and fucking mauling people to death. Humans are getting fucked in this movie, all right? Yeah. You're rooting for the fucking animals to maul as many people.
Oh, well, good. Excellent.
So,
fuck the humans.
The elephant. My favorite scene is when the elephant literally fucking. What was the way you put it? Yeets through the fucking brick wall like Kool-Aid Man.
Oh God!
Like literally,
he goes right through a real brick wall like Kool-Aid Man. It's not really like dried, but it's like they set up the bricks, and the fucking he yeets through the fucking brick wall and just stomps this poor lady's head, and like blood gushes everywhere. Oh, it's so good. So
cool. Good. Anyway, what else did you watch?
I watched A Pistol for Ringo from 1965.
Oh, nice.
One of the earliest spaghetti westerns come out in the that's tale off the heels of Fistful of Dollars.
Very nice.
Considered the first.
I really want that Ringo collection.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I want the Ringo collection and the Ringu collection.
Yes, that's right. We didn't watch the sequel to that. We just watched the first one.
Yeah.
We ended with a real banger because it was like 1 a.m. Yeah. Batman vs. Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice! You finally watched it. I still haven't seen it, but yeah.
I ship Batgirl and Donatello so fucking hard. I'm not super shipper type girl. Like I know, like some people are like super into like fanfics and stuff. Not my thing.
Yeah.
More power to you. I'm not judging anybody, but I ship Donatello and Batgirl and this so fucking hard. I want to go find some fanfic about it because does not explore it, and I really want to
probably out there. That movie and comic has been out for a while.
I'm definitely gonna go look for it because holy shit, I ship these two. They have interactions that are just so charming and so cute. And I want them to date.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Barbara Gordon's quite a big geek too, so I mean, I could definitely see them having some connections there. So
they geek out together.
Yeah. Cool. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. Have we heard anything? Are they adapting the second one? Because I was under the impression the first one. I was under the impression the first one did really well, so that maybe we'll get the second one. All right, because I know they've done 2 comics. There's 2 miniseries.
Feel like a past S9 mentioned that as a news thing that it was in the works.
Possibly.
Comic-Con maybe.
Maybe.
I think it was a Comic-Con they talked about. Anybody remember? Can someone confirm?
I don't know.
I don't
remember. Well, we'll find out if it happens.
They should do the 90s comics thing and confuse everyone by switching the title. The sequel is called Ninja Turtles vs. Batman.
Yeah, it's just like, wait, is this the same? Is this
Batman
different?
ended up in New York, you
I'm
see?
confused,
they used to do that in the 90s all the time, the crossovers.
All right, cool. So did you watch anything else?
No, that was everything. We watched a lot of movies that night.
Yeah, I didn't watch much this week, actually. I've been just kind of busy doing other stuff. But last week, Rosie and I continued our journey through the Marvel Cinematic Universe with another double bill, this time watching... The hell did we watch?
Is it Night Timbit?
Oh, yeah. Good night, Timbit. Have a good one. We're just about to wrap up here anyway. Another double bill, it was Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War. So with that, that actually brings us fully up to date with where we had left off before. So
Nice.
this weekend, we're going to watch the first of the 4 we've never seen before, Ant-Man and the Wasp, followed by Captain Marvel. So then I guess...
I love those two. They're so good.
I guess next week we're finally going to see Endgame, now that everything's been spoiled for us by this point. And then watch the new Spider-Man. So, pretty good. But yeah, it was great to see Black Panther again. And a little heartbreaking too, of course. Like, both of us just kind of had little pouts, I think, because, man, he was really taken from us far too soon. But watching, like, I actually forgot like a good chunk of the movie, so it all kind of came back to me as we were watching. But god damn, the Black Panther is just so freaking good. Like, it is such a good movie.
Such a good adaptation of the character. Like, it's so
great.
good.
It's wonderful. And then Infinity War. I forgot that wonderful scene with Drax is in Infinity War. The one where he thinks he's invisible.
Yes, it's so good.
And he's like standing there watching Star-Lord and Gamora having their heartfelt talk, and he just like crunch. He's eating his Zag nuts, and it's like, how long have you been standing there? An hour. It's like, I'm convinced that I have found a way to move so slowly that I'm invisible. Such a great
character.
I'm eating so slow.
It's
I'm
so
rendered
vastly
invisible.
different from the comic book character, but I also fucking love it.
I love it. It's such a great,
good one. Yeah,
so much fun. But yeah, it was great to see Infinity War again. And see all the little connections. Because, of course, now that we've gone back and, for me, rewatched the old ones, and Rosie's seen the old ones now for the first time, she sees all the little connections and everything and how it all led up to that big event. And it was interesting. She's also fascinated by the character of Thanos and how she said, in some ways Thanos is kind of a sad character. And I said, yeah, he actually is. He's tragic, yeah. He actually is a very tragic character. I said the
hero of his own story. That's why it's so good.
In the comics, they go even more into that. Like, into his backstory and everything. But he's not just a cardboard cutout villain, and that's what makes him interesting. And but yeah, it was great to watch those again and finally get caught up. So now we can jump into all new territory. So we watched, of course, the end credits scene, which is where we see Nick Fury and what's her face, the other girl, the agent, Shield agent. I can never remember the character's name, but I love her. She's great. Love that actress. But anyway, so
Kobe Smulders?
Which one?
Kobe Smulders?
I don't know.
Okay, might be someone else. No.
I can't remember.
I'm not good with names.
She's one of the other agents.
Maria Hill or one of the other ones?
Maybe Hill. Usually she's usually on the helicarrier.
Yeah, it's Kobe Smulders, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, feeding information and stuff. But yeah, I've always liked her. Anyway, so it's the two of them, and then of course they get vaporized by the snap. And just before that, Nick Fury sends out a message to somebody. And after he vaporizes, you see the phone, and it's the Captain Marvel symbol.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what is that? What is that? And Rosie's like, it's that what is the Captain, not Captain America. The other is like oh, Captain Marvel, of course, duh. And I made the connection because, of course, at that point the movie hadn't come out yet. It was still 2 movies away. But yeah, now we made that. Yes, thank you, Agent Maria Hill. That's the one we're talking about.
That's her.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's Kobe Smulders.
That's the one we're talking about. Okay, so we are all talking about the same person.
She's awesome. I like her a lot.
And yes, she's great. I love her character in that. Love her just as an actress, and great stuff. So it was good to see her back in the movie, even if it was just for a short scene. But yeah, so anyway, we got all excited. It's like, oh yeah, Captain Marvel. That's one of the ones we haven't watched yet. So we're going to be watching that next week. And tomorrow. We're going to be watching it tomorrow. So, yeah, so looking forward to that. Uncharted territory. See, those two I don't know as much about because people don't talk about them as much. Everybody just talks about Endgame. So, not much has been spoiled for those two for me other than what I remember from the trailers that I saw ages ago. So, That's that. Yep. You're not familiar with her. Well, you'd probably recognize her if you saw her, because she's in quite a few of the movies.
You'd know it.
So, yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp I liked. I honestly thought in some ways it's better than the first one. Cool. Well, I look forward to it. Michael says, if they recast T'Challa, controversially, yes, but I'm not against it. If they want to have Shuri take on the mantle, sure. Either way, I don't care. I trust Kevin. Yeah. Well, I mean, there was talk. What was that?
I'm sure they'll recast.
You think they're going to recast them?
I think so. I mean,
possibly.
Why wouldn't they?
Or they'll have what's her face? Well, there was a couple of the female characters were actually kind of possibilities for being a Black Panther. There was his lady love, I forget her name. And there's also the I forget all the names. And then there's the tech girl who designed the suits and everything. She's a possibility. I think she becomes Black Panther for a while in the comics, if I'm not mistaken. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know as much about the lore. Mostly I just know bits and pieces from other comics, and then of course the movies.
Yeah, same.
But
not every character I'm like super
no,
about.
It's a lore I'd definitely be interested to read more about. Like I'd love to pick up a couple of epic collections and just kind of dive into it.
I've read a lot of like the early Black Panther stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but I haven't read like anything that's new, any of the new stuff.
Yeah, some of the new stuff's supposed to be pretty good from what I've heard. So. And Get On Up. Yeah, we were going to, but we watched some other stuff. We were going to do that last week, but we decided to watch some other stuff. But this week I suggested, well, why don't we do what you suggested last week? We'll watch Black Panther kind of in honor of the passing of Chadwick Boseman, and we'll, also get caught up on our Marvel stuff. I mean, it just so happened that the next movie in line for us to watch was Black Panther. By total coincidence, so it's like that's exactly where we left off. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel. I like what I saw in the trailers, and I really like Brie Larson, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I will enjoy it. I'm sure I will enjoy it for all the reasons that the haters hated it.
Oh, they hate it because they're weak-ass men.
Exactly. Not secure in their own masculinity.
Only a weak-ass man would be afraid of a strong woman.
I'm all for it. And to be fair, Carol Danvers, I think, has been Captain Marvel in one form or another, either as Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel, longer than anybody else.
The majority of the run, yep.
So it makes sense that would be the Captain Marvel they focus on in the movie. Like, come on, people.
Ms. Marvel before that. There's a new Ms. Marvel, but
there's a new Ms. Marvel, yeah.
My favorite is Monica Rambeau, personally.
Monica Rambeau was actually my first Captain Marvel, because that was the era that I was reading the comics, and I didn't know anything about them, but she was awesome. Apparently, Monica Rambeau is in the movie too. Like, she's actually in the movie, kind of setting it up as possibly we might see her version of Captain Marvel at some point.
I hope so.
Which would be awesome. Yeah, I always really liked her too. I wasn't big into the Avengers at the time, but in Captain Marvel, Batman dies. Damn it! Spoilers. So yeah, I didn't read a lot of them at the time, but I saw her periodically in crossover events and things like that, where the Avengers would show up. And but yeah, I always liked her. Good old Monica Rambeau.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how long she was around.
Not much. She became Pulsar. Was it Pulsar? I think it was Pulsar.
Okay.
And then she was like, I think she was called Spectrum or something like that before for a while there.
She went through.
She's had a lot of name changes because the Captain Marvel Genus Vel came back from the dead or some shit, or the clone. Maybe it's a Skrull clone. I can't remember what the retconned it out. But like, then she relinquished the title and became a different character name. I'm not up and up on all the different versions of their name. I just know her earlier appearances. I love them from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Avengers.
The the mantle of Captain Marvel has been held by a lot of characters over the years, male and female. And I think
she was entangled with the X-Men for a while. Oh, that was Warbird. Never mind.
Wasn't there one that was a squirrel or something? I can't remember. But maybe I'm thinking. I think I'm thinking of Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, that's Green Lantern.
Green Lantern Corps has a squirrel.
That's Chip. That's Chip. Chip and Gnort.
Right.
Dog one.
That's right. But
and Deathstar, the orange Green Lantern cat.
But there's been a bunch of Captain Marvels. I looked up a Wikipedia article, I think, about it, and they had a list of them, and it was like, there's been a lot. I think there's technically been a few more male ones than female, but the female ones have been around longer.
and don't forget the DC Comics Captain Marvel.
The DC Comics, which is Shazam. Yeah, exactly. Shazam!
I don't care what anyone said. He's Captain Marvel. He's the first one.
He is. I knew him as Captain Marvel.
And there's Marvel Man.
I always called him Shazam, but I understood that he was also Captain Marvel. That's the one I need. That's the one. That's one I still need to get.
Find out her.
Is the Captain Marvel live action series?
Oh, here we go.
One.
That's from. She was Captain Marvel. Then she was Photon. Then Pulsar. And she was in fact Spectrum.
Okay.
That's her newest role.
This is Monica Rambeau. Those.
Yes.
Who
Monica
lost
Rambeau
track
is her
of what
name.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
With our comic book geekery again.
She's also in what is it called? Next Wave, Agents of Hate. Fucking amazing.
Nice.
She was like a character lost between the pages until that comic. That comic revitalized her as a character.
Good. Well, I'm glad that she has at least some kind of appearance in the movie.
Same with Machine Man. Machine Man, he was like lost in between the pages before that.
Yeah.
So, just nice that in those versions, I think it was Warren Ellis. Those versions are like so different from the canonical versions, but it didn't matter. It's technically canon, I guess now. They've made it canon. I just think it's silly. But
which ones?
Next Wave, Agents of Hate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which was like this whole side funny story. It had Fing Fan Foom and he grabbed somebody, shoved them in his. Was gonna shove them in their pants. Which was like my favorite gag.
Okay.
It's a silly send up of superhero comics. It's very much worth your perusal. There's a single volume out there, I think. It's called Next Wave, Agents of Hate. Hate is highest anti-terrorism effort. Hate. Like Shield.
Highest anti-terrorism ever. That's great.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
It's like Shield, but like a little superhero team. But
cool. Did you guys watch The Den yet, or no?
I'm sorry, what?
I know some of the people in the chat went. I was just curious if you'd watched The Den yet. The one I was.
No, I have not.
Okay. There's the other desktop horror one that actually predates Unfriended by about 6 years.
We'll definitely talk about it.
It's good. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
I know. I haven't actually downloaded it from off of YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll get around to it.
Okay,
it'll definitely be on our list.
I know. Good. With horror.
Are we doing
coming.
McPherson tapes this year?
We could.
I think it'd be really cool to maybe do a live stream. McPherson tapes, since we
I don't know how anybody else could watch it with us, but
it's perfectly available elsewhere.
All right.
Not my business where they find it. It's available. If
the
we
director's
say,
cut, though?
I don't know. Yes, both cuts.
Okay.
Are out there, but I mean, if we were to say, I don't know, maybe capping off your marathon on a Friday, maybe.
Maybe. Well, it depends how late it goes and how tired I am. I'm usually pretty beat by the end of those.
All right. But, I was gonna say the 31st, of October, but I think it's SNI.
Yeah, and I plan to drink heavily that night.
Oh, good to know. I'll buy extra weed.
Yes.
Maybe we should do it. Actually, how about this? I got an idea. Thursday, October 1st.
Maybe.
That gives time people to buy it.
Okay, everybody go buy McPherson tapes. Use my link.
It's on Amazon for $18.
And Poughkeepsie tapes is a good one too. Actually, that'd be a good double bill. That'd be a good double bill.
That'd be a good double. Do you have Poughkeepsie tapes, Justin?
The DVD.
Oh yeah, you have the bootleg DVD though, because we got it at the convention.
Oh yeah, it's a different cut on the Blu-ray.
You might want to go buy the Blu-ray, my friend.
Yeah, get it.
Just a heads up.
Get it now.
But I'm waiting for it to go down in
Just
price.
buy it,
Dustin.
you cheap bastard.
It's not gonna go that much.
It's Scream Factory.
It's
It's
not.
not. It's
Why
going to be a
I'm
difference of
saying
50
I can
cents either
afford
way. If you're lucky.
yeah.
Because I was like, of course it's not going down in price. So
I mean, I
I'm
can
saying,
rip it, but I mean, I'd rather you just owned it because it's worth it and you know it is.
Absolutely.
Of course, I've had it on my wish list for a
It's
while.
good. But that'd be a good double bill, sort of like
Holding off on it.
two
indefinite.
obscure found footage films that finally have proper
McPherson tapes
releases.
first.
Yeah.
Because it's the original tapes one, and
It's
then
the old one, yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I haven't watched either of them yet. They're just sitting there.
for the there was the rough cut that was available as a bootleg, and now we actually have the director's cut,
waiting. Yeah.
which is different on Blu-ray.
Poughkeepsie
Not
tapes?
significantly.
Yeah. No.
I would say it's better for the better. It's different for the better.
Yeah.
I think it expands more on some of the more intense scenes,
Good.
drawing them out a bit more, and then cuts out some of the superfluous shit.
Yeah.
I
Good.
love using that word, superfluous.
Well,
Yeah,
I
what
look
about
forward
the
to. I haven't watched it yet.
documentary?
I mean, I've seen the bootleg
the
version
Nightmare
that was in
stuff.
circulation
Wow.
forever.
That's a review. Poughkeepsie tapes is such a nightmare fuel. Well, I couldn't sleep for days. Well, I'm sorry, Morgan.
Well, that needs to be on the Blu-ray case.
Right?
Just cut out the LOL. Poughkeepsie tapes was
True,
such nightmare
but-
fuel. I couldn't sleep for days. Yeah.
What I was saying is, like, I think that Nightmare is personally fucking even more can't sleep for days of a movie. You know?
The Nightmare?
Which one?
The documentary, The Nightmare.
Oh, The Nightmare, yeah.
Oh.
By the same people who did the Room 237.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Content warning, it's about night terrors. If you have night terrors, it can give you
Yeah.
night terrors.
Cool. Bring it.
And that's why I
People's
say,
nightmares-
like, it'll keep you up. It'll fucking literally keep you up.
Night terrors, people can be triggered
Real
by
fucking
the subject night terrors. I'm probably just
original
with night terrors, and I'm
unsolved
sorry.
mysteries vibes to it. You know?
So it's
Like,
called The Nightmare. Is that on Netflix as well?
It was like
It might
2
be.
years ago when we watched it. I don't know what it is now.
It might be.
I'll
Might
check.
be on Shudder.
Or on Amazon. I should check it.
No, it might be on Amazon.
No. Doesn't look like it.
It's very good.
I'll check Amazon. Oh, and I started watching Dark Shadows again on Amazon, kind of picking up where I left off.
Like, oh yeah, sorry.
I'm on episode 51 of the original series, starting with the Dark Shadows The Beginning collection, because that's the first season.
So
not a lot of supernatural goings on in the early seasons. It's more sort of a straight-up gothic soap opera. There is like the hint of ghosts and supernatural stuff. It's not as blatant as it is in later seasons. It's more kind of mysterious, slow burn, mysterious goings-on type stuff. But I like that, so that's okay.
interesting point about The Nightmare is all the interviews are shot like horror movies. Like the characters are in darkness and framed weirdly.
That's what I was saying. It really has unsolved mysteries vibes because they recreate all. The
Here it is.
stories,
It's
so
on
they-
Prime.
unsolved mysteries.
And like the person's giving an interview in the room in which the shit's unfolding behind them or around them. It's so tricky.
And
Hold on. Wait
one
a
of the
second.
earlier interviews that they have, I remember they had like a really interesting way of like.
Hold on.
The framing of it. It's really cool.
There's two. There's two
This
that are.
one
This,
is like
Hold-
mid
hold
2010s.
on. Let me just get this all out here. So there's The Nightmare from 2005. 5% of the world's population have had the experience of awaking paralyzed while a supernatural entity climbs onto their chest, suffocating them, inducing a level of fear that is beyond imagination.
It's not it.
So there's that one, which is 45.
No, it's 2015.
Hold your frickin' horses. Let me read this shit. Okay, that's one of them from 2005. It's 45 minutes. Obviously just a documentary. Then there's one here from 2015. A documentary horror film exploring the phenomenon of sleep paralysis, a frightening condition that leads a person to move, speak, or react through the eyes of 8 very different people from 2015, an hour and 30 minutes. There you go.
Worth it.
So,
It's interesting that they are both like very similar premise though.
Well, they're both dealing with the exact same subject. They're just two different documentaries on it that both have the exact same title as well. So I'll probably just watch both of them.
Are they both on Amazon?
They're both on Amazon, yeah, at least in Canada. And they're both called The Nightmare. One's from 2015, the one that you guys are talking about, and then one's from 2005, which is only 45 minutes long. So,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so there
Directed
you go.
by Adam Gray and Andrew Gray.
There
The
you go.
Gray brothers, as they would know.
The Gray brothers. Oh, and Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. Oh, no, it's... I have to pay for the rental. Fuck that shit. I was all excited for a second.
But yes, The
I wanted
Nightmare
to
is
see
a
that
good one
one
to watch if you don't have night terrors or not susceptible to that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Horror movie, a low-budget nightmare. Well, this sound... What? Hold on a second. A filmmaker's lifelong dream quickly becomes his worst nightmare when he attempts to make a low-budget horror film about a fetus that seeks revenge on its family.
That's amazing.
It's called Horror Movie, a low-budget nightmare from 2019. That sounds like fun. All right. Anyway, good stuff. Thanks for the recommendations. I have a couple things to watch now that I might be talking about next week, having watched them maybe. Unless I end up watching more Hell's Kitchen, which is also entirely possible.
That's definitely... Well, you also have stuff you need to watch for video reviews.
Well, for Halloween and stuff like that. Probably gonna do some kind of watch parties of some kind, not of the Prime stuff, obviously, or Netflix stuff, but of some of the other stuff that I have on the queue for this year. We shall see. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, as I said, I've got like about 24 updates in the works. Hoping to have the first few of them up in the coming week. We'll see how that goes. All depends how long it takes me to film the remaining 12. So, we'll kind of play that by ear. Anyway, any final thoughts, gang? Gang of two.
I am very tired.
Scooby gang. Alright, I need to go get...
I am also very tired.
I need to go get smokes. I'm not tired enough to go to sleep, but I could do a movie, so I think I might watch one of those movies you guys recommended. Alright.
Oh, good. That'd be great.
Yeah. Might watch the, what was that one? Hashtag Alive. That one sounds...
Hashtag Alive is so good.
That one sounds really good. Alright. Well, have yourselves a great day or night, everybody. We will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for all the multitude of bits and soundboard craziness and donations. You're all awesome. And I'll catch you next time. Until then, sayonara.
Nighty night.
Nighty night. I thought Stoud was going to give us a roar yawn there, but I was disappointed.
I know, right? I was like, oh.
It's like, here it comes. I'll wait before I mute it until he does the roar yawn, but no, nothing.